Life goes on. A man become preeminent, he is expected to have enthusiasms. What am mine? What is that which gives me joy? Dames. Baseball. A man stands alone at a plate. This is the time for what? For individual achievement. There he stands alone. But in the field, what? Part of a team. Teamwork. Sunny day, stands are full of fans. What does he have to say? I'm going out there for myself. But I get nowhere unless the team wins.
Team.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ron and Fez show. What a sports day it is today. Baseball kicking off. And then also tonight, Fezzy, we're down to the championship game.
Ohio State versus Florida for the NCAA title.
It's the Ron and Fez show. I'm Ron Bennington. There's Fez Watley playing you the best in the 70s and 80s. And there is Earl Douglas. Earl, you excited?
Oh, of course I'm excited. This is the best day of the year. It's like spring is here. Baseball's back. How could you not be excited about opening day?
It is excited. Here's Kyle. Kyle, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ronnie B, what's up, bro?
What are you saying, my brother?
I'm calling to you from Citizens Bank Park down in your own stomping grounds of Philadelphia.
God bless.
Just want to wish you guys a happy opening day. Phil's got the team this year. Earl, Yankees suck. Dave, Yankees suck. Pitsy, the Mets are fucking done. It's all about the fight.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody feels really strong this time of year. I got news for you. I have an odd feeling about the Phillies, and I know no one else is saying this. I think they're going to go 162-0. I just feel like they're going to get off to a good start.
At least 162-0, Ronnie.
Yeah, before we even roll into the playoffs. But I honestly think they can run the table this year. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just a little bit of a dreamer. I don't know. Earl, your Yankees finally going to be back.
Oh, yeah, without question. This is the year. We're back.
I thought opening day for you guys was September. That's when you honestly feel like, okay, enough of the preseason. Let's go.
This is the build-up. This is like that march to victory. That big, slow 6-month
Preseason?
march.
It is the longest season of all, which to me is fantastic. Could you imagine if you played 162 in any other sport? It would just be ridiculous. And yet here, it feels like barely enough. Because you get a little nervous when baseball season's over because, you know, you're going into the ugly months.
Yeah, and it just exemplifies being young and free. And even this time of the year, every team, whether you're like a Rockies fan or a Pirates fan or a Rays fan, you're like, you know what? This might be the year.
I felt like that my whole life. I felt like that my whole life. Well, you never have that glimmer of hope in football. You know you blow. You know you suck hard. Tony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
I just want to say that the Philadelphia Phillies can go fuck themselves because the Mets have the team once again.
But, Tony, here's the thing. That team does fuck themselves. So it is. This could be a wish that could come true. Now, whatever happened, Wiki has said, we're going to have all kind of baseball guests for you. Nothing happened?
I haven't heard anything more. I heard we were going to get the guest.
You and Wiki aren't talking at all anymore.
Still haven't spoken to Wiki.
I need somebody new to talk to Wiki. Fez, you have gone through friends over the last several months, and I know this about you, too, because I got an email. I'm not even going to get into it on the air.
What?
I got an email that said you deleted a happy birthday you deleted unread from Mikey D. And that's just fucking, look at me.
What?
Don't look away. I'm fucking being serious. It's childish. And you know something? Life is too short. Life is too short.
I figured it was going to be something nasty again, like his voicemails.
His voicemails were nasty?
Totally nasty. Why do I talk to a person like that? I don't, Ronnie. I'm trying to move forward.
How come you're the only one that has all these problems? You have problems with Wiki, you have problems with Mikey D. Earl, who else does he have problems with? I forget. There's somebody else big.
Bruno Kirby.
Oh, yeah, Bruno Kirby, Lene. It just goes on and on.
He also had problems with Jay, but I think they kind of worked that out.
Oh, what about Hosp? The ugliness that went on with you and Hosp the other day. Who just brought us beautiful sandwiches.
I know. People see me as a target. I don't know why. They come after me.
And the other thing, and I'm not even going to get into it, but it's my birthday, give me expensive presents, ends this year. Next year, and I'm not fucking kidding, all right? Next year, you can have a birthday, but you cannot get those kind of presents from people.
People gave me insanely nice presents.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful, wonderful birthday, and thank you, everybody.
Well, don't thank them specifically. What did you get?
Well, I got a spa day, of course, from Anthony and Melinda. I got beautiful gift certificates to a steakhouse from the Pal Talk girls.
For how much money?
$250 worth. Ow!
Seriously.
You just hit me with a thing of pens. Some of them stuck.
That is fucking embarrassing. Dave, come in here.
It's a nice gift.
It's too much. And you know what? I know for a fact you didn't even take all your gifts home after you left. Bronx Johnny was going around trying to find them places. And you can't even sit here and remember. You've remembered 2 gifts, and these people went out gigantic on him. Dave, I want you to take that gift certificate, give it back to the Pal Talk girls,
okay,
and say it's appreciated, but Fez would feel better if you girls went out and had your own lovely meal.
Okay,
No,
we'll do.
It's too much. And I'm not fucking kidding this time, Fez. It's too much.
It's a lot, I understand that, but I think they're going to be more upset if I give it back. They want me to enjoy that.
All right, run off the rest of your gifts.
I got a bunch of Batman stuff.
I don't want to hear a bunch of Batman stuff. I want to hear about each individual and what they gave you.
I know Foundry Music. Well, I was drinking a lot.
He doesn't remember. And I was looking at these gifts. They were far too expensive. They were far too nice. I saw them laying on the floor at different times of the night at Bar 9, and then I already left without them.
I couldn't carry everything.
You don't remember any of them. And these people went out of their way.
It was like 15 hours of drinking.
But you've been sober since. I assume these things came with cards?
Yes, I'm sure they did. I just haven't gotten everything back home yet.
Why was that? You didn't remember these lovely gifts.
It was too much to
year,
carry.
You know what we're doing? Next year it'll be like it's Bono's birthday, where if you want to do something nice for Fez, you do something nice for Africa.
It makes people feel good to give me things. It really does.
Foundry Music Jeff was sobbing a little bit when he gave you your gift. I would have thought you definitely would have remembered him.
He's still crying from Gail O. Which, by the way, the fact that Whackbag doesn't believe that Gail O has died, to me, is perfect. It's just really a nice homage to her, because it almost makes her Jim Morrison. I honestly, I kind of want to believe that maybe she's off writing poetry in Africa somewhere. Here's Larry. Larry, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ron, I think the best present Fez got for his birthday was the Two Chores ashtray.
I know, which I didn't even see him enjoying. And then over the weekend, I gave him a pair of pajamas so he can check in, and he won't have to be sitting there with his ass hanging out.
Those are nice pajamas. I appreciate those, too. I didn't realize they were for checking into the Nut Hut.
Let's remember what I said to you. Or do you not even remember my presents?
I remember your presents.
Well, tell me some more presents. Specific presents.
I got a lovely jacket that
Just forget it. Just seriously.
He was making it up.
am completely embarrassed. And I thought to myself, is this fucking present whore at least going to come on the air today with a list? Nothing.
I still have to go through.
You know what
everything.
I feel like announcing? How much money you make.
Don't do that.
So not only will these people glare at you, but so will the people who gave you these presents. And I want that gift certificate to go back.
It's going back immediately.
And what pal talkers? Who specifically?
Let's see. Happy Typing Girl. Casey, Eastside Dave's girlfriend.
How much did she throw into that $250?
She threw in some scratch.
How much?
I know it was double digits. I know that.
Tenner?
Hey, that's all I'm saying.
She come up with a Tensky?
She threw in. Classy.
Trace was part of that.
Who?
Tracy was part of that.
He said Trace.
I know. Like he doesn't have a trace of what he's doing.
It was very
Despicable.
nice. I appreciate everything.
There was about 4 other girls.
Yeah, who he's not even mentioning.
Well, I'll have to go back and look at the car. I was caught at a weak moment.
Yes, and now it's fucking 3 days later.
Right.
And when the Ron and Fez show.net came in, you said, thanks, ronfez.net. And then you didn't read their card off.
I was really, I haven't been able to get, there were so many wonderful gifts, I haven't
That
gotten
you left
everything
them on
home.
the floor. You left them on the floor of the place as you staggered out of there. Staggerly.
I mean, they were in beer.
Yeah, I know. I saw that, though.
Well, people were telling me they were going to take care of them.
Yeah, Johnny and I, we had to put everything together, and I took everything back here because he was. I mean, yeah, Fez was. It was a little hazy.
It was a hazy night.
All right, let me ask you this. You're taking $250 off Happy Typing Girl, right?
Right.
What'd you give her for her birthday?
Well, I didn't give her anything for her birthday.
What would you like to give her?
Well, I don't know.
Why don't you give her $225? Why don't you give her, seriously, why don't you go out and buy her a nice night out for dinner, because you forgot her birthday.
Because I don't think that's what she wants. I don't think she would want something like that.
I want it from you. I want you to be a giver for a change, Mr. Centerpiece Liar. Remember when you lied about the centerpieces?
I recall that.
Centerpieces.
No, you didn't, because we had fucking proof from the person who you claim you got it for. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, happy birthday, Fezzy.
Thank you.
Hey, I want to know, did Gail O die?
Yes.
When?
It was last week.
I can't believe it, man.
Yeah, it's a sad story.
That's too bad. All right, guys.
Earl's got a 15-minute Sinatra song to play for you if you want. I don't know where your head is anymore, Earl.
No, I retooled it with a different song.
Speaking of retooled, all right, we're out the other night for the big party, right? Earl sits himself in a corner like a grandma, never gets up once the whole entire night. Everybody said to me, "Where's Earl? How come Earl didn't come?" And I had to say, yeah, he is. He's just in the back having no fun. By the way, one of the best Bar 9 parties ever.
Oh, my God. That was my favorite Bar 9.
It was a really
in the
great
last
night.
5 years.
Yeah, it was a really, sometimes a party can pick itself up and carry itself.
Yes.
And it was just one of those vibes. It was the right mix of, people we know and then cool new people that we did meet.
That was the best part of it. It was old school mixed with new school.
Right.
Your Foundry Music Jeffs and Angry Missies were still belligerently yelling at each other on the sidewalk.
By the way, I swear to God, Crazy Jen, when she left the place, in tears because she had to leave. And what she gave you has me furious too, Fez, because she only makes $8 an hour.
Right.
And at some point, that's going to stop.
Well, I think she hasn't given me anything yet.
Yes, she did.
It's on its way.
No, she gave you that spa day that she told you about.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, it was a long day of drinking.
It's been 48 hours since then.
But
put something together in your head. So, where was I? Oh, so I just I'm telling Pickles, yeah, say, good luck, because she didn't want to leave. She waited till the last train. She literally thought she was in, some magic night. This is unbelievable, right? And just as she's leaving, she's in fucking tears, and I'm watching them disappear. Missy walks out and goes like this: "We're not going to that WD-40 restaurant you told us about. What about this ninja place?" And I start to laugh. I go, "Oh, you were listening to the show." She goes, "No, what show?" There really is a fucking ninja place. And we did a half an hour on it on Free FM.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it was great, yeah, because you had the old schoolers, and then you had new people. Everyone, a lot of the O&A people were there. It was just so much fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So much fun.
It was a blast.
New discovery of the night, Angel Fuck. Angel Fuck, the all-new discovery, I say.
Really?
Yeah. And I would have to say this, too. Overweight Jeff Bridges was a monster fucking hit. Monster hit.
You didn't think the Jersey Rich discovery was
that one weirded me out completely, because I've only seen Jersey Rich once or twice since we've been back, and it's always been a big gig situation. So he's not with the old chick anymore.
No, he's not.
Wow.
Well, let's say they got married.
Right?
He's my buddy. I was there.
You went to the wedding, right?
I went there. Yeah, GVAC went there, and it was so delightful. This is going to last forever, is the way it seemed. And then week later or so, the wife, part of the family, decided to...
A week after the wedding?
A couple, weeks, like that soon.
I mean, they had dated forever.
Yes.
I mean, long before we even knew them.
8 years.
Like high school sweethearts or something crazy.
Yes. It was the most fucking shocking thing I have ever
Were you at the
heard
wedding?
in my life. Yes, I was there.
So you're at the wedding, and I remember this is one of those weddings people talked about for a year.
Yeah.
You're going to the wedding.
Right.
The wedding's going to be great.
Uh-huh.
You got to come to the wedding. And he had always been with her. The wedding happens, and then what?
And the wedding happens.
Yeah.
And they didn't take a honeymoon. Maybe a little bit of a mistake. I don't know. And a couple weeks, 3 weeks later, she starts dating another person. hooking up.
That is insane.
It was so fucking insane that, like, I almost didn't want to go out for... I mean, me and GVAC were the only ones who knew about it, so we would talk to each other, and we couldn't actually have eloquent conversations about it. We would just look at each other and go, how fucking insane. How insane.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, 8 years. And then the chick, they get married, they move in, and she's dating another guy?
A guy that you've known before?
That part of it I'm not even clear on. But I mean, what the fuck? What the flying fuck is going on in Jersey over there? And I was actually depressed about it. Sure. Richard's a great fucking guy. And I mean, honestly, when I think about it, I get a little sad. This is marriage here. Now, though, he's with Daniela.
Who is the fucking wife of the guy that she left with.
Yeah. Now he's with Daniela.
Oh my gosh. Isn't that great?
Who they swapped partners. They swapped partners. Okay, if you can make sense of this. Her Jersey Rich's Helen hooked up, cheated on him, and then that person, his spouse, went with Jersey Rich. They had a crisscross.
Well, why not? You got a lot in common. You like the same kind of people. It kind of makes a little bit of sense when you think about it.
A crisscross, though, it makes no sense.
That's the Yankees. Who was the Yankees that did that years ago? They swapped families.
I was like Mike Kekich and...
It's a famous baseball story.
I think it was Fritz Peterson and Mike Kekich. They swapped families, couples.
Good, Rich. I'm happy for you. How? Because I tell you what, the new chick hotter than the old chick.
But don't you think maybe, would it be one just big ball of jealousy?
Maybe that's what is the thing that pulls you together. Jealousy is a great aphrodisiac. It's a very big turn on.
And the weird thing is, another thing I think about is, well, maybe it was destiny to get fucking married?
Right.
Just to meet that other person? Chick? What are the odds of your wife, after 2 weeks, you've been with each other 8 years, 2 weeks of marriage, she cheats on you, leaves you.
With a married man.
With a married man, and then you grab that married man's wife, who's been fucking yours. Oh my God, it's like JFK. It's like an enigma in a riddle.
I think it makes a little bit of sense.
I've never heard anything more shocking.
When you were young, though, didn't you and your friends always, trade chicks back and forth? When you hang out in that like little gang, you know what I mean? Like, and why wouldn't you? Everybody's got a lot in common.
We tried that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think that Richard really knew the man that well,
Huh.
So, like, the whole thing is just, it's the weirdest story.
I think it's all the better for him. I think he traded up. I'm going to give him 2 thumbs up.
She's beautiful, this Daniela.
Yeah.
But it's rocking to the core.
Good. You get rid of the old, in with the new.
Oh, man. I guess so. I mean, that makes me doubt the whole marriage, though, I tell you.
Oh, the whole institution of marriage?
It has to.
It is a fucking fake illusion. That's why I laugh at the fact that people acting like, well, gay people would ruin marriage. But marriage, more than half the people get fucking divorced. That's why I don't want to go to anybody's wedding. I don't want to sit there and be a part of the whole bullshit. Look at you. 2 weeks later, did you get your present back?
Nope.
See, I'd be going nuts right now. And I would say she owed it to me, not Rich. Because, no fucking guy wants a wedding.
Right.
So it's her fault, obviously.
And you know what, Mr. B? That was the nicest turkey baster you've ever seen.
Is that what you gave him?
Yeah. A beautiful big turkey baster with, it has spin wheel and everything.
Good, because there's so many ugly turkey basters out there. Yeah. Here's Brian. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how's it going today? I got a buddy come home, found his wife screwing another guy, got pissed off, went over to his house, screwed his wife, come back home, screwed his own wife, and 9 months later he was in the hospital, both of them, pregnant. Got them both knocked up that night.
Jeez.
Well, he thinks he does. He doesn't know. Maybe he didn't get either one of them knocked up.
Here's
Joe. Joe, you're on Fez.
What's up, buddies?
Yeah.
Yeah. My younger brother, he had he never cheated on his wife for 4 or 5 years. Met up with this girl and started banging her. I brought him, got her a little hotel and stuff, and we were going to have a party and stuff. He introduced me to her, and I've known her from like when we were kids or something. Like, oh yeah, so we hit it off. He passed out. I ended up fucking her that night, and well, we've been married for 11 years.
Your brother's chick?
Yeah, my brother's the chick that he was banging on the side.
You were the little brother, right? Were you always in love with your brother's chicks when you were growing up?
Yes.
My brother's like 6-7 years older than me. Pussy magnet. I used to have the biggest crushes on his girlfriends. I mean, as far back as I can remember.
Oh, yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
They're movie stars at that point.
Yeah. And you think to yourself, well, it does make, you got a lot in common. It makes a lot of sense there. Here's Matt. Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, it's almost like, that couple hooking up. It's almost like the 9/11 firefighters and the 9/11 wives. It's that common source of pain, that brings them together.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's just, it doesn't even have to be pain. It could be anything. Look how many rock stars have traded wives over the years. How many actors and actresses have traded. It's common interest.
Yeah, but it seems like with regular folks, it seems highly improbable to me. I mean,
everybody's a human. Don't act like just because someone has to be Rod Stewart, he's not like a normal person.
Well, I agree with that. I mean, don't get me wrong. While I'm happy for Richard, I just can't understand how it could happen. How could they seek each other out?
Well, what about this? They probably sat down. Hey, did you know about this? No, did you know about this? Hey, we ought to talk about it later. Later, you're sitting back, you're having a little bit of wine, blah, blah, blah. Hey, what would be funny? We get even with them.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, boom. There was even that movie, remember? It was like a movie where they were stalking after.
Oh, yeah.
It was Ferris Bueller and Sleepless in Seattle. The
Meg
two
Ryan.
people.
Was it Meg Ryan?
Yeah. Her and Ferris Bueller. He was playing the part. This is why he's a great actor. He was playing the part of a straight man. They're in New York. They're watching the other couple. Blah blah blah. All of a sudden, wait a minute. We don't want them back. We like each other. I like you, Rich. I like you, new girl. Better than the old girl.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what's happening. Hey, I'm glad he's doing it. Teach that guy a lesson for stealing his wife.
Well, instead of being negative, why not be positive? Everybody's got what they want now. Everybody's with what they want.
It just seems weird, though. I mean, they're married.
So what? Don't mean anything to anybody. I'm telling you right now, what is it, like 60% of the marriages fail?
Yeah, way over half now.
He should have never gotten married to that Helen. Let me tell you something.
Well, you can say that about anybody. No one should have married anyone.
Well, I mean, some people's marriages still. Paul Newman's his marriage is still surviving.
We'll see. I'm really, seriously. Because I've seen them two fight plenty of times. Craig, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on? Me and my brother have actually shared 5 different girls inadvertently without knowing it.
Craig.
And one of the girls I brought home when I was drunk one night, I banged, and the next morning she met his roommate, and now they're engaged.
Craig.
Yeah.
What you want to do is suck your own brother's dick, and you make me sick with it. You're filthy.
That's the stalking. He's following his brother around.
Hey, Cooter, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddies? This is Cooter from Crankcase.
Hey, buddy, what's happening?
Not much.
Lead singer.
Just want to talk about this whole Rich and Daniela thing. I found out about it from GVAC, and my mouth dropped to the floor. I was at the wedding with Dave as well, and it was a great time. Helen and Rich just seemed like they were going to be together forever, but now he definitely traded up. Danielle's a great girl.
Oh, man, she's hot, too.
Yeah,
she really is.
She's a little sexy librarian.
I know.
Yeah.
She was doing that. She was sporting the sweet Melissa look with the straight hair and the glasses.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's he? He's got like a Melissa substitute going.
Yeah.
There. Good move on his part.
And Helen just reminded me of the
E.T. Didn't she?
No.
She reminded you of E.T.
No, that's someone else.
That's your chick.
Not Jane Curtin, but the other one in Kate and Alley. The non-hot
Susan St.
one.
James?
Oh, Susan St. James, yeah.
Please.
I mean, I'm talking post her prime, Susan St. James.
Oh, okay.
Not
McMillan
wife.
No. Just the non-hot Susan St. James.
One of the weird things.
The one who's recently lost her son. You want to call her ugly to the world.
I didn't realize that.
Well, you know what you need to do is really read the memos.
Okay.
I send out memos all the time.
I will.
Well, Cooter, that was a good move on his part.
Yeah, definitely.
And 2 weeks later, he had this chick too? He was in the new scene?
It was, like, I think it was after the honeymoon, they went down to the shore with some of their friends, and one of their friends was this guy. And Rich went home a little early to go to work. She stuck around, and that's how it all happened. Like, all of a sudden, just bang. And, like, they were,
what does that mean?
They were still living together.
Just the typical thing to do. Yeah, don't have attention and affection on you for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And boom, you're
good
going down the Bahamas.
Good, she's gone. Good luck, the fucking bad garbage. That's what I say.
Good riddance.
Good riddance. That's what I meant, not good luck. Why would you listen? Good luck to your garbage. But what about this? This is like a little something for you. You got to watch Casey constantly, which you did the other night.
I tried to.
You were on a... I didn't think you were drunk the other night.
Well,
that was the fucking soberest I've ever hung out with you.
I mean, I drank, but you're right. I didn't, really get, I had all...
You were almost Earl. Almost sitting by the thing. I remember who Earl was sitting next to all night.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't want to say. So, when Opie comes in, when you weren't pulling Opie and his girlfriend, yelling, "Look who's here! Look who's here!" You know what they both said to me?
What?
Well, Opie's chick says to me, "This is so much fun. I loved Hammered Fez. He has never said 2 words to me since I've known him. Now he's acting like birthday boy and yelling and pulling me really hard, yelling, "Look who's here."
Sorry.
So Opie goes, "Who's Earl sitting with?" And I go, "Oh, he's with his mom." Because he was being such a wallflower, right? So Ope's like, "Oh, Earl's barely black." So I go, "Yeah, but you should see his dad. His dad's extra black." So then Ope goes over to them.
Yeah, and he walks over and he goes, "You got a fine son here, man. It's really nice to meet you." I mean, he was so cool. And she's just looking at him like, "What are you talking about?"
So about an hour and a half later, I just hear this, "Fuck you!" He's pointing at me from the other side of the room. "You're radio enemy number 1, pal! You're radio enemy number 1!" He's fucking completely freaking out. I had forgotten my wonderful little prank from an hour and a half before. I go, "Damn, that Opie gets crazy when he's drinking." Who went and told him, you?
No, I didn't say anything. I think she said, she just like, "I'm not Earl's mother."
Oh,
what a thing to have to tell somebody.
Yeah, now I feel like the insult's on her, which I never meant.
And he was so embarrassed. And the rest of the night, he was like, "I can't fucking believe he got me on that one." He was just so
mad. Of course, why would anyone make up a lie? It's just stupid to go around lying. That's what's wrong with me. Here's what's wrong with me. I make up too many lies. And Fez, you're giving those presents back.
Why do I have to give the presents back?
Why are we going over and over the same thing? But I want you to at least show me that you're paying attention. We're giving them back because you're taking presents from people who you make a lot more money than. They're putting a lot of thought, a lot of care into these presents, and then you chuck them away. I saw that quilt rolled up in a ball and stuck under the couch.
Yeah.
A beautiful quilt that the Ron and Fez show.net people gave him. It was in a ball, shoved under the couch, and I'm like, the Bronx Johnny, get a hold of that.
With
Please.
a lot of liquids on it, with a lot of beer stains and other type of liquids.
Cat piss. There's cat piss all in it.
Well, that's always a possibility.
Yeah.
Cat urine exists there. It doesn't mean it's not a great
All
place.
right, I'll tell you who the new other person, too. This is a find of the night for me. Got into an hour discussion about everything, art, film, blah, blah, blah. Mike Kaka, who we really should go back to his other name. You gave him the Mike Kaka name.
Yes, and his name was Bigfoot.
Yeah.
But I put that in parentheses, and Ron mistook the left parenthesis for a C.
Because you do not have parentheses with AKA.
I thought you did.
Well, you don't.
You're already using punctuation, basically, by using the AKA.
Yeah. Well, someone should clarify that, but nevertheless, okay, his name was Bigfoot. If he has to go back, I've heard he somewhat likes Mike Kaka.
All right. Well, anyway.
He looks more like a Mike Kaka than a Bigfoot.
I thought he looked like Hawk.
Oh, yeah.
That was my initial thing of, Hawk's here. So then I get into this real long conversation, and I'm like, this is how I wish my friends were, able to discuss things at length. And as I looked over, there's Fez licking a lollipop, Earl's sitting in the corner, and Dave went around a construction site to make out with Casey.
All right, come on. You weren't going to bring that up.
They went on the other side of a construction site wall.
You were not going to bring that up
so
on the radio.
You know what I mean? I need some mature guy friends.
No, he's very cool, very suave, and certainly more mature than the rest of us. I think he meets your intellect level.
I'm going to give credit to you're at least a teenager. You're at least my teenager friend.
Mike Kaka.
Earl's the child who has to sit on the bench next to Mom and lie to Opie. Fez is like the 8-year-old who can't be really satisfied with his birthday presents and keeps tearing open the next one.
Now, Mike Kaka and, HTG, that's HTG's partner, not relationship-wise, just work-wise.
Yeah.
And I always think they look exactly the same and stuff sometimes. And the other day they had on little hats with black dogs on them, matching black dogs. And I thought,
have you seen Mike Kaka's work?
Is
it good?
Yeah, he's phenomenal. He's an incredible photographer.
Now I need to look at the stuff. Because, up to this point, my photographer friend has been this fucking idiot Earl who keeps taking pictures of either Lily or the same rock in Central Park.
He loves
that you never show anyone, Earl. Your fucking photography is garbage.
What? I've sent you stuff.
Yeah.
He loves vegetation, does Earl. Any type of trees.
He took a picture of a salad bar the other day, and he says, you think I could sell this?
No, it's landscapes. It's the city. It's various things. I haven't worked my way to people yet.
You can buy that on any, in Fifth Avenue in Central Park. That's all people want.
Postcards.
What about the pedophile pictures you took of Lily?
I mean, that was me testing out. That was me testing out the new digital, and she was there. And I said, you know what?
She told me that you said, "Look at the birdie," and you were swinging your dick back and forth.
No, I would never pull out my stuff.
Why? Gay?
I'm not gay. Well, not in public. I wouldn't.
You would never You've never fucked outside.
No, I never have.
What did you do when you were in 9th grade? You already had a fucking hotel. When you were in 9th grade, you fuck in the bushes like a dog. Everyone does.
No, I mean, well, it was Queens. We didn't have a lot of bushes. We had to improvise a little bit.
There's parks in Queens.
I fucked standing up against a wall in a laundromat. Sick fucking kids. Filthy. There's no difference between a dog and a fucking kid. There's no difference at all. They both should be spaded. Hey, Gary, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how's it going, buddies? BAC 1068.
All right, brother.
Hoo-ah! Hey, it looks like I'm the only one that cares, but Ron, I need to know, did you get any sleep over the weekend?
I did until last night, and then I got some this morning, but I watched the sun come up last night, so I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me.
So the cycle starts again.
Why say it's a cycle? Why do that to me?
Because it happened last weekend.
But no, it didn't. It's happened last week during the week. Here's what I need to do, though. I need to stop thinking about you with those presents. Get the presents back to the people they rightfully belong to, and then I think I'll be able to sleep properly.
I think that's going to hurt people's feelings. If I said, here, you really shouldn't have, and then handed everything back.
Right now, you've only remembered two people who gave you presents. HTG, and none of her sidekicks, which I saw you grabbing at trays. Hoping that we would finish it for you. And then the other was Anthony.
Well, yeah, I mean, those are the ones that come to mind. There's still a very big blur from this weekend.
You've been sober now for 48 hours, right?
Right.
Put it together. Go back. Look at the cards. Remember what people did for you. Remember that you took something for a person who makes $8 an hour. It's basically like she gave you her week's pay, and all because she's trying to be like Anthony.
I know, she shouldn't have done that.
You didn't say that at the time. And you didn't even remember.
And I saw her the homemade thank you card, or the homemade birthday card that HTG made for Fez.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that in the urinal. In the bathroom.
What the fuck for, Fezzy? You pissing on it?
I'm not saying Fez did it. I'm not saying what happened, but...
I mean, I did piss on it because it was already in there. I didn't know what it was.
Well, you can't reach in and get anything out of there once it's in.
I thought it was a puck.
No, it wasn't. I looked at it.
Why don't we do this?
Hard.
Where's that 252? What restaurant? Look how he doesn't remember a damn thing. I'm going to hand that to the first homeless person we see outside.
No!
Well, Earl, you take your mom out. She was nice enough to come to Bar 9 with you. But let me point this out about you, Earl. And this is why you are not and never will be a producer. All night long, I see Pitsy and Johnny. Fez, you okay? Ronnie B, you need anything? Oh, Ronnie, here's somebody that wants to meet you. They're a big fan of the show, but they've been, in the back a little shy. Here's a guy that told me that his favorite bit is, and they're just telling me people's names and introducing me. Work in the crowd. And not only work in the crowd, finding out, make sure Fez, hey, Fez, get down off that chair. Here, I got you a drink. Earl, I don't talk to all night. He does not think he's on the job when he's at a gig. Oh, you don't view yourself that way.
No, I mean, and I was talking with people. I had talked with Mike Kaka. You
talk to whoever goes over to you like a grandmother at a christening. Were you a host of the party?
Well, I didn't see myself as a host.
Why not? It's Fez's birthday, right?
Yes.
You're Fez's right-hand man.
Yes.
Why would you not see yourself as somebody who needed to make sure the people were okay and that Fez was okay?
Well, with Fez was having... every time I saw Fez, he was having a great time. He was holding court. I didn't want to be like the buzzkill of it all. And just
Why would you be a buzzkill? It was your fucking thing.
And the whole situation, the only time that one situation where I was sitting was when, I think that's when Dave and Casey snuck out to go make out, because he was like, hey,
look how he tries to point it back over Dave.
And he took your Mike Kaka. If Ron's talking to Mike Kaka for 2 hours, then how did Earl talk to him?
No. What did you talk to him about, Earl?
Was Earl wearing a disguise?
All right, Earl, he likes what kind of movies?
We didn't even talk film. We talked
pre-1965. Whoever says that. Whoever says, I only like movies before 1965. I found it to be fascinating.
Only Kaka does.
Yes. And yet Earl's like, oh, let me try to steal that. Well, you know what, Earl? You go find out. What famous photographer did he work for before?
Why? We didn't.
You live a lie.
I'm not.
You're a liar. And you didn't see Casey and Dave, because that took place that only the smokers saw it.
No, but
that was me,
Dave,
the bug-eyed guy, and
Ron.
Everybody I made him tell stories to.
Ron caught me.
No, Dave,
not you.
But Dave,
you think you're Ron? You're having a meltdown.
No, I'm not having. No, Dave, you walked up to me and you said you were sitting with Casey and you went, "Hey, can you hold our seats? We're going out to smoke."
What has that got to do with the fact you didn't keep an eye on drunk Fez all night? His presents were all over the fucking place. He's pissing on fucking cards, making a goddamn maniac out of himself.
I feel bad about that now.
He's pulling Lindsay around. I think he dislocated her elbow. Acting like a maniac. And you're not meeting listeners. You're meeting people who come up to you. Like, I remember my great-grandmother would always have, everyone would come by every once in a while to whatever bench she was on, and that was her way of seeing people.
Right.
For 5 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
Why aren't you out moving around? Talking.
And I was doing all of that at various stages.
That's a lie. All of us were there, and it's a lie. Why all night long? You know who I talked to more than anybody?
Who?
Pitsy and Bronx Johnny. Because they hosted the event.
Earl, I know for the longest time people were still coming up to me going, "Where's Earl?" Because you took so long to get there after it started.
Yeah, that is weird.
Pre-1965 films, Earl. That's why I know that you're lying.
You're talking your Maltese Falcons.
He's a John Huston's fan. But who's his favorite director, Earl?
We didn't talk directors. We were talking about the show. We were talking about other things. We weren't specifically.
You had
talking about
camera
film.
on your neck.
Yeah.
You
No,
wouldn't
I
have
didn't-
talked
no.
about photography?
No, I didn't have a camera neck.
You
I had-
are lying.
I had camera
Just so you know, Earl, John Ford. John Ford.
It's a fine
That's
picture.
why I know you're the world's biggest liar. And beyond all that, did you meet any new people? Did you bring any new people that were shy into the fold? Have them meet everybody?
I mean, I met a lot of new people. I don't remember specific names.
Why not? You're a producer. You should be remembering everybody's name.
No, and I tried to. I'm awful at remembering names, but
Then you're not a producer. That was the early part of this discussion. You're not a people person.
No, and I understand that, but I'm working on it. I was a lot more so.
And what
I'll
about
admit.
Pixie, the only black girl? What do you do right away? You bring up her skin color.
No, why would you? No, she was the only one that was bringing up skin color. She was like, yo, you do have another black listener of the show, and I'm like, and I was like, why do you have to bring that up at all? I just
so you snapped at her.
I didn't snap at her.
This is so uncomfortable.
You really play the ladies.
You really were, seriously.
No, she was very cool.
You were at an A party and give yourself an F. And it was a fucking great party, Earl. You and your mom sat there all night, seeming like you didn't even want to be there. How do you look at Pitsy? Seriously. And say that you're his boss. Did you notice any of the stuff that he did?
Yeah,
Did you think to yourself, Pitsy's on the ball?
Oh, of course I did. Because Pitsy's very sociable.
Did you notice he was doing the exact opposite of you?
I mean, but he has a more outgoing personality than I am. A little bit more.
He should be the producer, and you should.
No, I didn't say that at all. I'm shy. I'm a little bit withdrawn. I'm trying to bring that. I'm trying to get rid of that and bring that out.
Right.
But I mean, he just has that personality. He's more social. He goes out and hangs out.
So then he should be the producer.
No, not at all.
That's the producer's thing.
I mean,
the events, everything.
With the events, and again, that's something I made an effort. I don't know if it was the greatest effort, but I made a better effort at trying to be more outgoing at this one than I was.
You showed up later than Axl Rose.
What time did you get there, Earl?
I got there, I think at 9.
9 my ass.
9:30.
And you know that Earl type of math.
9:30. I don't remember.
Oh my! If he's admitting that he was an hour and a half late, then you're talking 10:15.
You know what? HTG even brought this up, that he had so much black on him, he was attempting to become a shadow. He was attempting to become invisible. You need to neon it up a little bit, Earl. You need to say, I'm Earl Douglas, producer of this show, and I'm not here to embarrass black girls and bring up color, and I'm not here to hide next to my mom and steal Ron's Mike Kaka story.
I didn't steal Mike Kaka story. He walked up to me and goes, hi, I'm Ba. You might know me as Mike Kaka. And I'm like,
He said I'm Ba. So you don't even remember that part.
I don't remember. Again, and that's a flaw with me.
So your point is this. He even had to introduce himself to you. You don't go around trying to meet people at a Ron and Fez after party.
Oh, and I said to him, hey, how you doing? I mean, I was sociable. I was like, hey, how you doing? He's like, hey, you might know me as, as Mike Kaka.
Billy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, if it wasn't for all the great guests that Earl books on the show, I'd have to wonder what the fuck he does.
Well, he doesn't book those guests, and admit that now, Earl. You never have booked one.
Yeah,
one of the things for you now, the fashion statement is going out, is what about a bright ribbon? Since you don't want to change your clothes, you wear the same clothes. What if you get either a bright yellow or pink ribbon and wear it around your neck?
I'm not going to wear pink because that's very feminine, and I'm not going to be like an oak tree and have a ribbon tied around me. I mean, I just like my clothes.
You pick the cause, and then that can be your ribbon that you wear.
Yeah,
it's a silly look when you think about it. I mean, all black every day for 17 years.
Yeah, this coming in from a guy who has torn shirts and pit stains on every one of his shirts.
But at least I got color in my life, Daddy.
Yeah, to show off the pit stains.
What is the problem with that? You know why he's got pit stains? From shaking hands all night, Earl.
I'm working.
People.
One thing that I was upset about, Eddie the Pointer has to come outside to me and say, what's wrong with Earl, man?
Right.
Did he really?
Eddie the Pointer, who, believe me, couldn't be a nicer guy.
He can't, but
Matter
possibly
of fact,
be
he's
nice.
invited me to vacation with him in Far Rockaway.
Oh, you got that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to probably spend a couple of days with him, and then I'm going to Mooch's sister's house on the Irish Sea.
Just a total class act.
All right, Earl, remember your other thing about saving seats, right?
Yes.
Well, you were saving seats for them. Casey claims that you gave up the seats within 5 seconds of them giving it up. You totally gave it around.
No, that's not true either. I mean, they were gone for a while. They never. One of the reasons why I was there was because they never came back.
No, we were back and within 4 minutes.
And by the time
for a quick smoke when I asked you.
And by the time they came back, Opie and his chick had shown up, and Opie's like, "Hey, mind if I sit here?" I was like, "Sure, why not?"
There was different seats. One was a couch.
One was
folding chairs. You're totally fucking insane.
Everything you said was a lie.
That is not crazy because I was sitting because I was watching Casey's
Put a ribbon
freaking
on.
bag.
I can't see you.
I was
Put a
watching
fucking
Casey's
ribbon on.
bag because she was like, "Make sure you watch that bag."
All right,
Whatever
E-Rock
you do.
has brought you something brightly colored that you will now have around your neck.
I'm not wearing a red lei.
Put your lei on.
Finally.
Aloha. All right, now you look friendlier. Now you look like
silly.
Producer and your big. It's a big happy party now.
He looks like Black Earl the Body Ventura.
He acts like he's allergic to a fucking plastic fucking leg.
No, it just has this weird odor to it.
Oh, everything's weird.
You know what? You know what it smells like? Non-black. Every piece of his clothing is black.
That looks good, Earl.
He has to get more life's experiences.
You know what you need to go with that is a grass skirt.
Everything is so weird, so
Right.
upsetting, it's just weird, it's just strange to me.
Oh, yes. Everything's terrible.
It's like, this is lobster, Earl. Oh, it's just so weird, I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I'll go hash browns and potatoes and pasta.
Can I have some mashed potatoes, French fries, and a baked potato?
You sure love your starches, mister.
He's Starchy Bunker.
And could you spray paint? Yes. Look, E-Rock's bringing you such lovely things. This is a nice, beautiful, bright jacket.
Oh, God, that's the most offensive jacket.
What is an African? Why would that be offensive to you? Why are you ashamed to be an African? Put on your beautiful...
I don't even know if I am African.
Huh? What else would you be?
I know.
What else would you be? Scottish?
You never know.
I know.
What?
Put it on. Put on your beautiful, colorful jacket.
There you go. That's your Technicolor dream coat, baby.
And I bet it's going to end up looking good. This is the first time I've ever seen Earl in color.
Yeah, I've never seen him wear anything but black.
I wore color yesterday. Every first Sunday.
I'm sorry, I don't go to church with you.
Every first Sunday I wear color. He just make things up. Oh.
Look at that.
Earl, you are a handsome, colorful man. All right? That's you now.
This jacket feels silly.
He does look, you look really good in that, like a black Don Johnson. But I mean, like a good thing, man. I'm not kidding.
He instantly looks younger wearing color.
It's so
And
much
now,
better.
stop giving up seats. You went and gave up Dave's seat. And
Well, I
stop
gave it
eating
up to
some
Opie.
potatoes. This is going to be a whole new thing for you. You're going to be a new person. You're going to be trustworthy. You're going to try different foods. You're going to wear some colors.
Maybe have a sip of booze.
Have a drink.
Just a
Have a
sip.
cocktail. Mingle.
No, I mean, I mean, I work on the mingling. It's like I just choose not to drink because that's a choice that I made. It's a conscious decision that I made.
You haven't. Yeah, you need to. You need to do everything the opposite of what you've done. Why are you taking off your colorful jacket? Why would
too
you act like
tight.
it's acid on your skin?
No, it's just a little tight. That's all.
It's not too tight. You weigh 120 pounds.
Nothing's too tight on you. Nothing is too tight on you right now. Here's I can't read. You're on Ron and Fez show. Who's this?
Joaquin.
Hey, Joaquin, what's happening, buddy?
Checking to see if y'all were doing any hiring for a producer.
Well, you know, I don't know what's going on with Wiki and Pitsy, but it's time that got going. Poor Pitsy sitting there wearing his stupid Mets fucking shirt. His little Mets hat. All he wants is a big year for his team. Is that too much?
Hey, it looked solid as hell last night, I tell you.
Yeah.
6-1.
Let's see what happens over the next 161. Send me some Aj over here, or I yelled at you so much I'm fucking... You're getting me fucking agita. All we're saying this is for your own good. Oh, there's Lily, too. Was she drunk off her ass the other night?
Extremely drunk, and so was her sister. And I heard that her sister's boyfriend hit on Bronx Johnny. So
shit.
This is yet another
All right,
case.
come on in here, Lily.
No
First
way.
of all, Bronx Johnny's not all that good looking that every time we have a party, some guy hits on him. All right, Lily, come on in.
Hi.
Have you sobered up?
I wasn't drunk.
Yeah. I was worried about you leaving, as a matter of fact.
No, I was good. I got home very fine.
You remember when you were making out with Big A? You and Big A were in the corner making
I remember everything, and that did not happen. I just want to specify.
All right, your sister, by the way, very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like you.
Okay.
I called it the Lily face stamp. She came there. That's the one that liked Fez, and did you like her back?
Yeah, I mean, I thought she was nice.
You remember what she gave you?
No, I don't.
Isn't it great to be you?
She's going to be so upset.
You really are. It's time for you to take a look at yourself. And this is probably why you're going to the nut hut. You don't understand how to act like a human. Matter of fact, did you bring your pajamas with you?
No, I didn't bring them with me.
That's why I gave them to you. In case your Baker Act at any moment, I want you to have those pajamas ready to go. All right, now your sister came with a guy, right?
Yeah,
Was that her boyfriend?
Her boyfriend.
Now, I heard what he said to Bronx Johnny from, I believe, Fred from Brooklyn? Who was with you? Fred from Brooklyn?
Fred from Brooklyn and Pepper.
Oh, yeah, I heard it from Pepper. Which, by the way, the three of you were wrapped around a joint all night. And, seriously, doing bad Cheech and Chong. You can't smoke pot because you're too much like Cheech. You turn yourself into a stereotype. What exactly did her boyfriend say to you?
It was weird because I'm at the bar doing my drink, and the dude, there's a pole in between me and the dude.
Yeah.
He ropes around the pole like his body.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, he's like, yo, hey, what's up? So you at the show? I was like, yeah, you know. He was like, yo, you get a lot of girls? I was like, yeah. He's like, yo, I'm Armenian. Out of nowhere, I'm Armenian. And Lil's right behind him. So I'm like, oh.
I'm what?
Armenian.
Oh, Armenian.
No, he's Albanian, too.
Albanian.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm like, yo, so is Lil. Talk to Lil. She's right there. He's like, oh, I'll go out with her sister. I'm like, you go out with her sister, right?
Yeah. So that all had you shocked.
Because he had on like some pink stuff too, which was a little weird, a little out there. So, like later on,
style council.
Like the dude kept looking for me most of the night. So Pepper's laughing. He's like, yo, I think the dude's hitting on you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah. So like at the last point's end, like he has a cup in his hand. And he takes his finger and does like a circular, like clockwise motion.
Yeah.
So he's like, yo, so how many, you got girls? You must have a lot of girls. I'm like, yeah, I got like 2 girls, bro. I'm getting nervous.
Sure.
So he's there just spinning his finger, looking at me. He's like, yeah, yo, if it never works out, give me a call. I'll hook you up with some other girls. I'm like, all right then. Me and Pepper just laughing like, I can't
All right,
take
so
this
that's not what
serious.
happened. Because that Pepper says to me that he said to Johnny, I will suck your Dominican cock.
Oh, man, no, he didn't.
I swear to God what Pepper told me.
I heard too.
I know. And that's verbatim, and I wish I wasn't making it up. So none of this happened, right? No. Lily, the guy's not gay and he's not hitting on him.
Well, I think he is, so I wouldn't be surprised.
But this guy, he lies. And you know what, Pepper, thanks for all the fucking illegal stuff. And it's, by the way, quality's getting worse and worse. So I'm not even that interested anymore. Till we get back to screeners. But, sometimes I think you just think that you're more attractive than you are.
Nah, I don't play that game.
Bro, you look like Pancho Villa. Out of everybody, why are they going to try to pick you up?
I have no idea.
And why did you take him running his finger around his cup as him trying to hit on you?
That was supposed to be your asshole.
I'm saying, like, yeah, who talks to a guy like that, though? You ever spin your finger in a cup and talk to a guy like that?
I like to put my fingers in my drink.
Exactly.
I never heard that, and then him and Pepper came running up to me like, yo, your sister's boyfriend just hit on Johnny, and then they're like, you know, he ran his finger around the cup, the top of the glass, and I was like, I've never heard that before. I never knew that was like
Pepper say that I will suck you? I would not say that. It's fucking so high. Who had the weed?
Huh?
Who had the weed?
I don't remember for real.
One of you did.
You though.
I didn't have it.
Yeah.
We got it from somewhere. I really don't remember.
I'm not a cop. What am I, wearing a wire?
I'm just saying.
It's fucking me and you.
I know who it was.
Because they're all fucking Chinese eyes, all 3 of them.
Good time, though.
Sure. You like anything where there's a chance you're getting your cock sucked. Hey, here's our buddy Fred from Brooklyn.
Hey, I will cop to it. I didn't only bring weed, I brought super weed.
Church.
My problem.
Church.
Oh, now why? Now why you suddenly into it?
I'm not going to snitch.
To who, me?
Well,
I'm saying, what am I?
Yeah.
Not saying that Johnny got a bad case of paranoia or anything there, Ronnie, but I got to tell you, right after we came out of the cars, I mean, we just fucking bombed out the car. It was a Cheech and Chong moment.
Yeah.
that's when it happened, like 5 minutes after that. So I don't know if it was the paranoia setting in, but I brought crazy shit with me.
Yeah, I saw it creep up on him, too. I saw it creep up on Johnny, and he just got fucking weird.
Oh, by the way, Fez.
Yeah, buddy.
Like my gift? Did you like my gift?
Yeah, I'm sure I did, Fred.
No, I didn't get you shit. I knew you'd forget about it.
See, that's good. I'm glad, Fred. I'm proud of you. That's why you're fucking super caller number one.
You shouldn't have to trick somebody like that.
Yeah. No, you shouldn't have to. This is part of your disconnect from reality, Fez. This is why you're in the position you are. You've got to realize a person like you doesn't need to be taking a week's pay from fucking Crazy Jen. It's not right.
But what do I do now? Give it back?
Yes. You're giving everything back.
People won't accept these things
Then
back.
let's just walk out and give it to the homeless. We'll give them the steakhouse that you don't even remember where you got the $250 from HTG, as you put it, and friends. Casey? Trace? It's just embarrassing.
Yeah, but I think they would feel really bad if I gave all this stuff away, too.
Why would they?
Because they wanted me to have it.
No, you're worried about that. You left it under the fucking table. That beautiful quilt was stuffed under a table.
Liquid soaked. Soaked like it had been raped.
Hey, you know who's a big fan of lilies? Mike Kaka. Mike said that he and all of his assistants, big lily fans.
Wow.
Watching their growth. He might want to take pictures of you. You don't know.
Oh, is he a photographer too?
Yeah.
Uh-oh,
Not
Earl.
like two. Wait a minute. That's a fucking joke to say two
Okay.
and include him with Earl. Earl's photography has gone nowhere. One time he got a fucking picture of Living Color standing next to Muni in R&R, and he considers that something good. And then Friday Morning Quarterback.
This man's worked with the Rolling fucking Stones.
Oh, really?
He has been on tour with the Rolling Stones as their photographer for like the Steel's Wheels tour and shit like that.
Wow.
Employed by Mick Jagger and Keith Richards. He's
the
what
real deal.
Earl wants to be when he's not taking
What Earl will
pictures
never
of shrubs.
be.
Yeah.
Would Earl be upset if I got my picture taken by my Kaka?
But I would be a little upset, yes, but...
Why, you let her bang other guys. That doesn't bother you. You're in love with her. Remember the day he told you he was in love with you, and you fucking spit in his face? That to me was the highlight of your internship. Lily was being like hostess that night. Lily was running around meeting people, making sure everybody was meeting each other. It's everybody with Earl, but Earl.
Yeah, I mean, I know I have slight insecurities, social insecurities, but I thought I worked on it. I thought I did it very well at the party the other night. I need to improve, but I thought I did very well.
No one saw you. Eddie the Pointer's gave me 3 emails. No one saw him.
By the way, Eddie the Pointer is the greatest.
Yes.
Maybe even the best fucking name ever. Eddie the Pointer.
Yeah.
I point all the
He's
time.
awesome at pointing. People don't realize.
He'll point everything out.
If you do really well, he'll give you a double. He'll give you both index fingers and give you an Eddie the Pointer double. It's the greatest move I've ever seen.
Eric, you're on the Fez.
Hey, how you doing, Ron and Fez?
Yeah.
I just got to say, Earl, you're a fucking lame-ass person. I mean, you have a party of your life, a good party with Ron and Fez, Fez's birthday, and you sitting down in the corner by yourself. I mean, this is ridiculous. And as a black man, it's just disgraceful.
And what qualifies a black man, Eric? What's the criteria?
I'm not qualify as a black man.
No, what's the criteria? You're saying a sad black man. I have a job. I don't drink. I don't smoke.
You're having a good time. You're sitting in the corner.
And I had a good time.
Dumbass.
And I had a good time.
What, by yourself?
No, I was with other people. I talked with other people. I had a good time.
Who'd you talk with?
Well,
your mom and who
imaginary
else?
friends or people that actually were at the party?
I talked with people who were actually at the party.
Yeah, right.
Tell us, Earl. We're all dying to know.
Well, I talked with I talked with Pixie, from the message board.
When I brought her over to say
no, but honestly, I met her before then. Because when I got there, I made it a point to go from back to front.
What a liar!
I was in the back. That's where I met her. I was in the all the way in the back.
You're the world's biggest fucking liar.
Lying.
And
I'm not lying
every
when I said
one of
that.
these other people was acting like they wanted other people to have fun.
And that's fine, but
Did you ever once check and go, hey, Ron, you need anything? Fez, is everything cool? Did you bring anybody over to me? Did you bring anybody over to Fez?
Again, every time I looked at either one of you, you guys were engaged in a conversation. You guys were having a good time.
Maybe
I did not want to break that up. But again, that's my fault. That is my fault for not saying, you can suck and say, excuse me, you got a moment. But every time I did check in, you guys, I looked over, you guys were having a good time. I mean, at one point towards the end, Fez, you were actually dancing with, I forgot who you were dancing with. You were dancing with someone.
Guess what? He was fucking dancing on the air when we were trying to finish the show, the Free FM. That's when I want you to stop him. The man has a stent in his heart. I don't want him fucking jumping around acting crazy. That's one of the things you're supposed to be keeping an eye on. Like, I want you to keep an eye on him at Free FM when he started acting like he was Karate Man without even, he wasn't even saying it on the air.
Yeah, that was bad. I mean, it was too many hours of drinking.
Put your PJs on in case today's the day. Just have them on.
The thing is, Earl, part of going to a party isn't worrying about interrupting
right.
or this or that.
Once.
It's not taking a fucking number and standing on line for bread. If people are laughing in the group, you just join the circle. And then you talk, when you want to talk. It's a lot more, everything is so formal. That is why you should get rid of the black and the button down and everything, because you're so fucking formal, you can't do anything.
What does my choice have to do with anything? It's a choice that I make. It's a choice that I
You're too
live
tight.
with. I am not too tight.
Yes, you are. You won't talk to Ron at the party because he's talking to other people?
Again.
But here's the thing. Other people out there, they're like shy listeners. So I would bring them over, meet Fez, here's Dave, here's Anthony, here's Opie. You try to mix people up, make people feel comfortable like they belong. Yet if I showed up, because some guys come by themselves, and I see the producer of the show is sitting against the wall, not moving, glaring around with a bunch of fruit in the bottom of a ginger ale, I would think to myself, oh, I see, it's not really a place where everybody hangs out together.
And again, I'll be the first to admit, I'm a shy person. I'm a little withdrawn, and I'm working on that. And I'm trying to be a little bit more outgoing.
With your personality, should you be the producer?
Yes.
Even though you don't do all the things that a producer does, and your interns do.
But again, they're just naturally more outgoing people, and again, there's still things that
natural producers.
On a social level, I'm working on.
If someone's not naturally funny, they shouldn't be on the air, probably, right? Doing a show like this, right?
Yeah, I mean.
So, would I go? Even though I'm not funny, I'm staying because I stay later, so I should be on the air. Do you see what I'm saying, Earl?
No, I understand that.
Does your personality not match the job title?
And again, there's various aspects of it that does, and there's various aspects.
It would be great to running a board while we're at the party
that I need to work on, and I'm working on that, and I had a good time. I mean, obviously,
Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at the show. I was at the party, and my girlfriend, I just got her the new XM radio.
Right.
And I said, meet these cool guys, and we meet her. I take her over to Earl, and he just ignores her.
Right.
When he give her the time of day. And she says, what is, I thought these guys were cool, and he brought down the whole show.
Yeah, I understand.
I didn't.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you for coming.
Honestly, I don't remember meeting you at all or whatever, but I wouldn't have blown.
Proud of.
No, I wouldn't have blown. I wouldn't have blown them off. I always, everyone. I said hello to everyone. I made it a point to say hello to everyone.
That's a lie.
No, not a lie. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I wasn't standoffish at all. I was like, hey, how you doing?
I know his move. His move is he says one hi
Earl,
and then 1 second.
You are supposed to be a host of the party. You are the executive producer for the Ron and Fez show. It was an after party of the Ron and Fez show. It was Fez's birthday. There was people from every single message board there, all of them who support this show. You got to show some love back.
And I do show the love back. I mean, I'm probably more cordial than I should be. But I'm
What's
always.
that even mean?
But I'm cordial.
You doing nice? Do you understand the word of cordial?
You people were so lucky to get that much.
No, I was like, "Oh, how are you? Nice to meet you."
How are you? Nice to meet you.
Earl, the two words that everyone hears out of you are the words "hold on," because when people try to say hello, you go "hold on," and then you walk away from them.
That's
this is what I've heard from 4 or 5 different people.
No, because you know what?
Johnny, please back me up.
No, you know why? Because I'm always getting tugged away. Like, Earl, I need you now. Earl, I need this. Earl, I need this.
I'm talking at the party.
I mean, I am constantly getting
Who
tugged
fucking
at.
needed you the other night at the party?
And I don't say hold on. I say excuse me. I was like, excuse me, one moment, please.
Answer me.
I mean, I don't remember specifically who, but I'm constantly getting tugged at. I gotta go here. I have to go here. There's
You
always
sat in the same fucking chair. That's why Opie fell for the fucking gag. You looked like you were sitting with your mom.
No, because again, I was holding his seat and watching Casey's bag.
That's a totally different story.
No, that's the only reason why I was sitting there.
The geography is totally wrong.
No, that was the only reason I was sitting there. She said specifically to me, make sure, it's like, my life is in this bag. Please do not let anyone touch this bag.
It wasn't her bag.
But I didn't know that. She just said,
Whose
hey,
bag was it?
I think it was Kathleen. It turns out later it was Kathleen's bag. But I didn't know that. No one specified that
You know
to
what
me.
Kathleen said to me? She goes, I was there for 2 shows and a party. I wish I would have had a chance to talk with Earl.
See? That's the thing.
But I was there watching. I was there watching the bag because you never came back.
I came back in 7 minutes. At the most.
That was the
After
only
spending
reason why I was
7
sitting
minutes
there.
in heaven.
No.
Earl, you're a liar. And it doesn't mean I hate you. But you're the world's biggest liar.
Earl, if you were in all the spots that you say you were, you must have cloned yourself like 4 or 5 different times before
He's
the
a
party.
gadfly, that Earl Douglas. Oh, he's a buzzing social butterfly.
No, but I'm wondering, like, and when I did get there and was moving, I was moving around because everyone always breaks my balls that I don't move around. So I was.
You
bouncing
didn't move
around.
at all. You sat on
And
the
then-
bench against the wall.
But that was hours after I was there.
Hours after you were there was 2 o'clock in the morning because you didn't get there till close to midnight.
No, I got there.
Lily
9:30.
was already fucking dry heaving by the time you showed up. Lily, you were smashed.
No, I don't.
And
think I
you
was
and
drunk.
you took your car home.
I wasn't drunk.
Yeah, you were.
No, I was drunk.
All right, everybody there. Does anybody think that she was sober or well enough to drive if she was pulled over?
I don't think she was sober. Nope. Bad girl.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. And you should know your dad has a liquor license will lose it if they find out that's where you was drinking at his restaurant.
It wasn't really alcohol that I was on.
Oh, you were smoking weed? Were you part of the Fred crew?
Maybe.
But she was in there with the
little
Fred
bit.
crew?
We chilling in the car, yeah.
That crew
Is Fred the fucking coolest, by the way?
Ever.
I love Fred.
He is really
He's
good.
like
I love
Jesus,
Fred.
man.
What's that?
He's like Jesus. That's the best shit ever. Honestly, best shit
It
ever.
just isn't by his pod.
Best shit ever. Nah. He's
But
a
I
good
mean
guy
his
too, though.
personality.
Yeah, nah,
He
nice
kills every
guy.
time he
Nice
calls.
guy.
Pam, you're on a Fez. Go ahead, Pam.
Hi.
Yeah.
I'm the one that made the quilt for Fez.
That's a beautiful quilt. Thank you, Pam.
Was.
Thanks. And I was just going to say, if it's really covered with cat piss and all that, I don't want it back.
All right, Pam. Fez, who else all chipped in on the thing?
I'm sure it was a lot of people at runandfezshow.net.
Like?
No one's coming to mind at the moment.
Even though you had the card in the entire weekend, and they put their heart and soul into it. Thank you very much, Pam.
Not to mention Martin, who had you take a picture with the quilt.
Right.
Has been up here
6 times?
7, 8 times.
Yeah, great guy. Good friend of Dr. Steve. You don't even remember Dr. Steve?
I remember Dr. Steve.
Why wouldn't he come to mind? That's his site.
Yeah, but
Are you going to bring this up when you go see your shrink this week?
Well, I probably should, yeah, now. I wasn't thinking about it, but now,
Would you wear
yes.
your pajamas there in case?
I show up in pajamas, they will lock me up.
And it's not so much lock you up. You want to be put away and get an arrest. Lily, how long did you have been going away for? And I want you to be serious.
I said about 10 days. Minimum.
No way.
Just evaluation.
Wouldn't even be able to clean his fingernails. I say 6 months.
I'm not going to do my nails in there.
10 days. Forget it.
Earl, how long did you have him going away for?
5 days.
And what about you, Johnny?
I would have said 2 months to be fair to the dude.
Really?
Yeah, 2 months.
I'm the only one who would go, no. I just don't believe in being locked up, but, maybe that's me. I'm not paying attention. But here's what happened the other day in between shows. Crazy Jen starts to tell this story, right? Of, Fezzy, I want you to take care of yourself. We all had lunch in between the shows. So she's like, Fezzy, I want you to start watch out, and I'm so scared. And she starts to cry, right? And she's like, and when I saw that Richard Jenny, all I could think about was you. And I don't know why you don't let it. So Fez is still a little bit buzzed. So he has this smirk on his face, look, Crazy Jen is acting nuts. Do you remember that, Fez?
Yeah, I remember crying, yeah.
You weren't crying, you were smirking. You were she was, you believe her. He looks over, Jen's husband has tears in her eyes, and Kathleen from the Bronx is crying. So as he's get a load of this one, and then I'm just looking at him, just eating and watching. He gets the, oh God, I thought we were making fun of Jen. When everybody had the same feeling as Jen when the Rich Jenny news came out.
Oh no.
Yeah. It was an uncomfortable moment. But then to make it even funnier though, she goes like this. Do you realize how lucky you are? You could be slinging hamburgers to people. And I go like this. Jen, the waitress is standing at her table dropping off a hamburger. And she just goes like this. Fuck it. I don't care. Just the waitress is giving up on her life.
Fez is sure unpredictable.
Why is that?
What does that mean?
I mean, when he was drinking.
You just never know what he's going to do.
Yeah, I mean, one time it's, we lost Gail O, and it was really sad. And then,
right.
That was sad.
And then you were
sad.
Real happy.
Yeah.
It's very strange. And then the karate, the karate judo was great.
It was a roller coaster of emotions.
Well, the karate judo got on my nerves because that was making Winnie laugh at stuff that wasn't on the air.
Right.
And I'm like, he doesn't give a shit now. You know what I mean? We're on the air. And he doesn't. And we had pretty much made it to the end of the short porch.
Yeah.
I was just ready to close that show down. Oh, by the way. So then everybody who's at the studio at Free FM goes walking over. And, there's 10 of us or whatever walking through New York together, go to Bar 9. All of a sudden, Crazy Jen yells, "Oh my God, it's Happy Tapping Girl!" Runs over, sees her getting out of her car. I think to myself, wait, you don't even have Pal Talk. She fucking, from us talking about it, goes and looks up her MySpace page, but she's treating it like she just saw Joe Pesci. Like she had a celebrity sighting. So, Crazy Jen was so happy to be at that Bar 9, seeing people that she only knows from the MySpace world.
That would be a trip.
You didn't know this, Dave?
No.
Fence is now going to be a Pal Talker.
Oh, really?
I got a Pal Talk subscription.
Oh, fantastic! Fantastic.
Who gave you that?
That was the same Pal Talk girls that gave me the steakhouse gift certificates.
Who were?
Tracy and Happy Typing Girl and Casey and Frenchie, I think. No? No?
They wouldn't do business with.
Oh, yeah, right.
You had 48 hours.
So are you going to get a green name, and that enables you to, be on camera?
I think they already gave me, and I think it's all set up. They already gave me a name, but I don't have a camera. I need that set up.
Oh, so what are you saying? They should send that to you?
No. Don't anyone get me a camera.
Do you have or don't have a camera?
Not yet. I don't have a camera.
Because as soon as you get a camera, you plug it right into your USB port, and you're good to go. It's like that. It's great.
Can I tell you something? I guarantee you it's going to ruin the show. I rue the day this Pal Talk was invented. I rue the day.
Speaking of HTG, there was another thing, a sort of conference of girls. HTG, Lily, and E-Rock's girls all hovered in on Pitts, trying to get him to leave his girlfriend. And that was very, very stirring news.
Really? Why was that, Lil?
I don't remember this.
Oh.
I think his girlfriend's a real sweetheart.
I never met her, but I don't remember his conversation.
What happened, Pitsy?
I have no recollection of this either.
Yeah, you're drunk. You're a drunken maniac. Yeah.
I'll get someone here.
But, we were just talking. We were talking about everything. E-Rock's chick is a lovely person, and that was it.
I know. She's great.
Yeah. I think we were just because Pitsy was in a rush to leave, and he was like, I gotta catch the train because my girlfriend's gonna be pissed. And we're like, come on, it's a party. If she doesn't understand, that's kind of.
But do you guys not like her? Because she's
I
nice.
never met her. I can't say, I really can't.
But Pitsy, you're always seeming like you're hitting on the girls. And didn't he even try to make out with somebody the other night, was the word?
No, that's not the word.
Yeah, it is the word, Mr. B. The word is Lucci.
Oh, yeah.
From Pal Talk.
What a fucking mess that Lucci is. What a screaming maniac she is. Oh, my God. Is she out of control?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's a wild one.
What she tried to do to poor Sheepy? Oh.
Yeah. And she
tried statutory rape on Sheepy. His little body is not ready. He still hasn't finished his first blowjob. That's still there. He's nervous.
Yeah, they were very, very personal.
All right, Pitsy, you out with your chick then?
No,
once you get this gig
with my chick, not at all. I don't know, Dave. Who am I linked to this week? By the way, I just want to know because one week it's this one week it's that one.
Right now it's Lucci, that maniac.
Yeah,
that screaming maniac.
Yeah. Well, Dave has a fucking very... just because I'm nice to someone doesn't mean I want to fuck them. So
he said you were trying to make out with him.
That's not true. Because my arm was around Lucci and I was fucking with Dave like this.
No. You had your arm... Sorry. You had your arm over Lucci's shoulders and were kissing the neck.
All right, E-Rock, you just came in. You're backing the story up?
Yeah.
The girl's trying to talk him out of it?
Yeah. Pitsy was venting some frustrations dealing with his girlfriend. Apparently she has a shopping addiction that she shops from like the home shopping network, but found out that you can buy stuff through your cable bill. And it charges it right to your cable bill instead of using your credit card.
That's scary.
And he's complaining about how much money she's racking up on his cable bill just buying crap off the television.
Okay, yeah, there was a discussion, but I never said that she buys stuff. I said, this is what it's come to, that now I have to sit home and watch her try to order shit on my cable bill. So I was a little venting to everyone, but you know what? I don't think it was anything too bad that I was saying.
Do you not love her, Pitsy?
No, I love her to death.
What's the problem?
You had it up to here with her?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I was just in the moment I had a few drinks.
Well,
I don't know.
The one thing is that last time we had a big party, you were in the moment with another Pal Talk person, Lil. So that's why
I don't understand why I can't meet these people, Dave. Why does you fucking always take it to the fact that I want to have sex with them?
I never said that.
So where is this fucking coming from?
I am concerned about you as a friend, and I
like
thought
almost an intervention.
And exactly, and not only is it an intervention, but I was backing up the girl council because they obviously can see it. You always doubt that I have, you think I have some weird self-interest, but Lily, HTG, and E-Rock's chick, the girl council, also thought you should make a move here. I'm just backing up what the council says. It's like backing up the United Nations, that's all.
I don't think they're an official council.
And I noticed you tend to like, older women. Like Lil and Lucci and things like that. So maybe Vic isn't the right person for you, is all I'm trying to say.
Is she younger than you?
No, we're the same age.
Mm-hmm. You're like Brendan Eddy in that fucking Billy. You know what I see him doing? A Jersey Rich.
Yeah.
I see this turning into a Jersey Rich.
Hopefully so.
Yeah.
Of course that would mean that Pitsy's going to be a daddy. And so that's why I need you, he's got to be more
But I didn't know this story. What does that mean?
I mean, if they do a Jersey Rich swap, Lucci has children.
Oh, I didn't understand that.
Yeah, so...
Oh, my God, the way she must scream at those kids. That woman is so loud and screaming constantly. It's unmanageable. You can't manage.
She's wild.
All right, Big A's on the phone. Big A?
Oh, yes?
Big A, I got a couple complaints about you. Kissing girls. You've got to slow it down a little bit.
What happened?
The kissing hello has got to slow down a little bit.
Okay.
All right. How's everything with you, Big A? No, I heard his feelings.
Probably about the same.
I heard Big A's feelings. Now he hung up. But did anyone else hear that? He's kissing too much?
I heard that, and I also, did you see the girl that Big A came with to the party?
No.
She was a lovely black woman that Big A brought to the party,
Nice.
too.
Earl, did you meet her?
No, I did not. I did not meet her.
Because you sat like a fucking wallflower, Earl. Just admit it. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Happy Typing Girl, she is a major celebrity. She was in the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah, that is true. That is 100% true. And she,
hey, love you guys. I'm out.
Peace. She hit Fez with the 250. That ought to be fucking written up in the Wall Street Journal as bad investment. So I go to Fez. I go, unbelievable. Who you taking? And this was when he was sober, the day after, when he was at my house eating, believe it or not, 4 giant bowls of ham and cabbage. 4. The man has a stent.
Oh my God.
Bowls like this, which I ordered pasta out. I had fucking pasta delivered from Zaza's, a very nice restaurant in my neighborhood, because I can't eat that fucking flavorless dog shit. So I go, who you taking to the steakhouse? Thinking like, hey, let's do it as an between show things.
Oh.
You know, $250 would just about cover it for us. He goes to me, and I swear to God, not even smiling, he goes, I'll just go twice. I'm not fucking kidding you.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's my synopsis right there.
Yeah.
It was my first thought.
So I said to him, well, that is if you're not locked up like everybody you know thinks you should be. Because my heart was broken.
Oh, man.
Broken.
You could not even missed a B at least? I mean, forget about me and Earl. We're stooges, but you two could enjoy it.
Do me a favor. When you go to that restaurant, leave that fucking Tootsie Shore ashtray there. Maybe somebody there can use it. I guess you don't even have an ashtray in a bar or restaurant anymore. Here's Stalker Patty. Hey, Patty.
Hey, how are you? I just wanted to tell you that I had a lot of fun at the party, and I'm very impressed that Fez got so much love. A lot of people.
Yeah, you did get a lot of love.
A lot of nice people, that's for sure.
Are you letting it in yet, Fez?
I'm trying to, because everyone was really, really sweet to me, all birthday long.
Even though you don't remember any of their names.
I have trouble with that, but yeah.
Even though they wrote their names down on a card.
Well, most of those cards were just,
of
in the gutter, the urinal. Strown is the perfect word.
You know what it looked like? It looked like basically New Orleans after the storm. And then Fezzi told me that as he lost presents there, he left other ones in the cab because the cab driver woke him up back at Roosevelt Island. He fucking fell asleep in the taxi.
Completely passed out after I got in the cab and woke up to the guy saying, arriving on Roosevelt Island, and the guy yelling at me, which way? Because you can turn left or right on Roosevelt Island. So that's what I woke up to.
What time did you even get home? Do you even remember?
I don't know.
Very late.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Woke up in your own piss?
No.
I don't have any money, but here's a $250 gift certificate. You don't even remember what restaurant it was, though?
I think it was Benson's.
Benson's?
Ben Benson's?
Mm-mm. No, it was,
No, let him go.
Okay.
Let him stew in it.
All right. I won't say anything.
I'm pretty sure it was Benson's.
Yeah. So go over the names again.
It was Tracy and Happy Typing Girl and Casey Elon. And I know I'm forgetting a couple.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you are. Even though I know. Even though I know, and they're begging me to tell you, I will not. I'm not here to help him. He's on his own. Because I didn't get any 250. I didn't get any 250. You know why, Dave?
No.
I'm not huggable. I'm not lovable.
Oh.
I'm the wise ass one of the bunch.
I think you are, but...
Well, thanks, Dave.
You know?
But what am I going to get from you? $2.50? What did you give me? A fucking boat inside a bottle thing? Whatever that shit was?
Last time I had to give you a gift, I gave you the screenplay to Crash.
Oh, yeah. And I remember where that went, right out the window.
And then remember he took his own fucking Nintendo and tried to give it to you, too.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, that RonFez.net gave you. And when I did take it, you started crying when I was taking it home. I fucking carried it around for like 3 hours just to punish him.
I didn't think he'd actually do it.
Hey, Mooch said he put together a little homage to Gail O. A little something for Gail O, who, despite what you read on Wagbag, because I said that we lost her, and and then only Polo said that it's a memorial service, and then I said she's gone, because not wanting to use the word dead. You think that people aren't going to treat the show like Lost and try to figure out. This is how horrible we are. We are so horrible that they cannot take news from us. Now, I didn't realize that it was also the last day before April Fool's, right?
Right.
But I don't think we've ever done an April Fool's joke ever, have we?
No, we've never done one.
Plus, I think it's against the rules to set up a joke before on March 30th. And then
radio stations do that shit all the time, though.
But we weren't on the air on April Fool's. What are we going to say?
Yeah.
We set up a joke on March 30th and April Fool's, even though it's the 2nd.
Right.
That didn't matter.
But again, I also know after 3 months of the Midnight Rider, you don't need to trust us. You're every right. You have every right to go, these guys are fucking stupid. But Polo's wife did die last week, and I'm going to check in on him again today. Why don't you give him a call, too, Earl? Because I don't know how he's doing. Bruno Kirby called me again the other night, just fucking whacked, so I had to take that call when we were at Bar 9. He's not doing well. I go, well, his wife died.
I got weird messages on my cell phone.
From him?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Some of these people... never call them because then they keep your cell phone number forever.
I learned that the hard way.
With who, Claire?
I was thinking Bruno Kirby and our other friend in Astoria.
Mikey
with
D?
the daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, Mikey calls me.
I don't even like saying his
I
name
called his
anymore.
house that day. Now I've gotten calls from him.
Yeah.
It's a lack of boundaries.
Yeah, but at least when I send him an email, he doesn't delete it on his birthday, which is really fucking rude. Really rude. I'm judging you. Well, no, I am. I fucked my lent. My lent's fucked, Earl. Get that through your head. My lent doesn't work anymore. We'll try to get a hold of Polo, but anyway, here's Mooch's little song for Gail O. Personally, I find Paul to be a saint. But what he's done, staying, he may be an actual saint, a living saint.
He's with her all the time, trying to get her to the doctor, trying to get her, to a store, whatever. It never ends for him.
So we married with the idea that you were going to die. It was like love story,
Yeah, it was sort of love story. Yeah, we're getting all weird here. Mm-hmm. But he was always fun to be around. Sure. We shared a lot of interests, arts and books and stuff like that. And I fell in love with him.
Every step of our marriage, every step of our lives has been a constant contention.
Such a long time coming, and I know change is gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Oh, yes it will.
We have been through stress that just never ends, and
it's awful.
It's we're waiting for a miracle.
It's the Ron and Fez Show on XM 202.
The next movement is a promenade, with the gents on the inside and the ladies on the outside. Ready? Now, in rhythm with the call.
It's the Ron and Fez Show. And we were talking about Lily and whether she was too toasted or not to drive home the other night. And she's like, no, I wasn't drinking at all. And then we found out she was getting high.
So I had a little.
So you're saying you're not that high? Patrick sends this picture over. Here she is.
Oh my God.
Passed out on the couch. And look at the whole 60s vibe about her. The whole thing looks like it should be in Time Magazine, 1969.
Just out, and the limbs bent in, unnatural positions where she could lose her circulation. That out of it.
I mean, I think I was posing. I don't really think I was blacked out.
Nobody poses like that, with their arms bent every which way, passed out on a couch.
I don't remember this.
Of course not.
My outfit was cute, though.
Yeah, you did. You look really cute.
That's funny.
You look like a rape victim sitting there, but that's up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life.
Oh, that's funny.
It really isn't up to me. Earl, we ever get a hold of Polo?
No, we did not get a hold of Polo. We left a message at. He didn't pick up any of the numbers we have him at.
Okay, well, I'm sure he's going through a lot. Hey, by the way, he said memorial service, so I think it's going to be back a ways, right? He says it's going to be somewhere in Temple Terrace in Tampa.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
You remember what church or what day?
He kept saying Corpus Christi Church.
What day?
He didn't have a day set yet.
Yeah. So, Earl, let's look into that. Maybe we'll send him something. By the way, again, Gail O, Paul's wife, has died. And I'm looking at you, whackbag. I'm not making it up. It's not a joke. I can understand why you would think so. Not a bit. Sad. Sad story. That's all. I can understand again, though, because we're idiots. No one should believe us.
Sure.
Least of all Lily. After she's going, oh, I wasn't high. Look at you. Look at that picture. That's a crime scene photo.
Yeah, it actually does look like a crime scene photo.
I was thinking back over the weekend, too, about Gail O. And the one thing that I wanted to hear is, remember the time we had Jonah Bobo, your son, Fez, on with Lene D, and we were just hanging out with the kids, doing a kids show Thursday or something, and then Paul calls, and then his wife got on and started telling the kids how cruel the world is, and she was like, oh, I don't want to tell you, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but you need to know this. And she's just telling 2 9-year-old kids. She actually brought up her abortions.
Right, yeah. Just lecturing to these 2 kids sitting here.
We'll never be able to replace Gail O.
No.
She was the all-time best at, you never knew what she was going to do. And by the way, Greg from Buffalo wrote to me. He felt real bad about, and he said that he's been listening to us for years, that Gail O made the greatest heel-to-face turn in history. And it is true, because we were, over like the last 2-3 months, she was finally calling us after 10 years of her just yelling at him to get off the phone. She started treating us as buddies.
Yeah, she was liking us. She was calling us on her own, and, and we, finally took her side over Paul's at one point.
Of course we will. We'll turn on all our friends.
She actually sounded saner than anybody else.
Absolutely.
Totally.
She was saner during the time, and then she sounded bad again when he came back to her.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, sometimes it's like you can't baby people almost. Like, when you do, they act like a baby. You know what I mean? They'll fall down to that thing. They'll play that part in your life.
Yeah, you did not know what kind of Gail O you were going to get.
Look at me. I'm pointing at you.
Oh, it's not about me, is it?
Mm-hmm. Everything I say is. Everything I say is really a cry to help for you. Did the Devil Rays always wear this green?
No. Is
this a new look?
Yeah, that's a totally new look. Yeah, I think they added green to the colors, like in the past couple seasons.
Yeah.
But now it's like just about all green.
It looks like a baseball uniform now, instead of softball.
Because it was purple and black and yellow. And
the dumb logo, and it just looked like they weren't a team.
Yeah, they tried to have all the colors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the original uniforms were, I think, mainly the purple.
Earl, do we have the stuff to, do we have her talking with the kids?
Yes, we do. And I actually put some of that stuff together, and here's a little bit of a tribute to the late, great Gail O.
I don't know why you're crying. more and more things happen that make it harder and harder for you to be a decent person. And there's going to be a lot of things that you can't control.
When your day is long,
get out of my sight.
And the night is yours alone.
Go fuck yourself.
You're sure you've had enough.
Please leave me alone.
This life. Hang on. Don't let yourself go.
I'm married to a man who forced me to have 2 abortions.
Everybody cries.
We're on the air with children.
Everybody hurts.
You need to pay attention to what people are telling you now so that you're prepared for the future. You don't want to use those words. I don't know what to say to you, Lene. I love children and I love dogs, but what I don't love is people doing this to young children, perpetuating some sort of thing that we're supposed to believe that the world has a rosy color. I do not like that. I think people and children should be told the truth. This world is dangerous. It's time to stop screwing around and face the fact that you're a little person, you're going to grow up, and it's going to be hard. There's going to be good times, but if there are going to be good times, you have to be completely brave and solid. And you have to ignore the bad people. And that's it, Renee, that's it. That's the only way to survive. You have to be strong. If you're not strong, you're going to get buried. I want to be kind to you, but I don't believe in being kind to spare somebody from knowing the truth. But I can't sit here and tell you nice things.
There it is, the late, great Gail O, giving lectures to kids. That was one of my favorite calls.
I feel so bad about that because everything she was trying to say to those kids, she just wasn't able to pull off by herself.
She was nuts, Fez. What are you crying for? You know why? You know why he's crying, Earl? Why not just play the thing? Why do I need to hear Everybody Hurts?
I know, man. I mean, that is the song for her.
What is it?
I mean,
that's not. You just think, all these years, you know her, right?
Yeah.
Did you cry for her even once? But look, this song comes up. Oh, I got some news for you. Got some bad news, Fezzy. We're not going to have lunch later today. Lunch got pushed back. But you see what? Take this song down. Why couldn't you just play it? Why put Everybody Hurts on and sending Fezzy back to the Nut Hut?
It just seemed like the most appropriate song, an appropriate time,
Why?
an appropriate moment. It just
What is important? Play the bit. Let's talk about Gail O, but every time you start to do this, it becomes a funeral dirge around here. It's too much, Earl. All right, Fuzzy?
I'm doing okay. I feel bad for Paul, too.
Of course you do, because of this damn song. Turn the song off.
Because, he always talked about getting away from her, but now he's just all alone. He
isn't all alone. He's got a little something. Don't worry about him. He's doing better than he ever did. Why do you got this he's all alone?
Because, Gail's gone, his mother's gone, her parents are gone. It was everyone he complained about in his life, and now he's just sitting there all by himself. Now he's all...
Stop it, Earl.
Now he's all alone.
Stop it.
You think this is funny, Earl? You think every time you see Fez crying, every time he's getting sensitive, you play the song? That's really fucking funny that you hit the button like that. You never hit the button on time every time until it's the needle.
That is true,
Bang.
Earl.
And I'm sick of it, dude.
All right, easy, Dave. I don't need Fez crying, you freaking out.
All right.
Then I'm what? I'm alone in the world.
I understand. Fez is in... I'm just going to keep it calm.
Yeah.
But Earl, he's clearly in an emotional state. This man he's not
fragile.
stable.
He's fucking...
He is a fucking ticking time bomb, Earl. Why do you have to continue to?
You know what?
Put a fucking needle in him.
That song always gets to me anyway.
You're a real wise guy, huh?
What gets you
for
about
once?
About it?
Earl.
Gail O couldn't hold on. She wasn't able to do it.
She held on longer than I ever thought she would. I give her all the credit in the world. I say she beat it by a decade. She went party for party with John Belushi and wasted him by a decade.
It's just really sad.
I know it's sad, but stop the music. The music does not help, Fez. That's what's getting to you.
It's very desperate.
You're killing him, Earl.
William, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
I just want to wish Fez a belated happy birthday, and I was just wondering, do we have a address or something that we could send flowers for Gail O?
No, we don't have that yet.
Okay.
You know what? Maybe we can
just
just
keep
send...
on listening, sir, when you do.
Why don't we do this?
I appreciate it.
Instead of that, why don't we just send our gift certificates to Fez? Maybe HTG gets another $250.
I think he's got enough gift certificates, don't you, Ron?
You know what? No. Fez, good news. Here's another $300 from the Pal Talk girls.
Save that for what Paul needs.
Are you okay, Fez?
I'm fine. It really, I mean, well, it just really hit me hard. It took me harder than I thought.
Son of a bitch. You son of a bitch!
All right, he's just... Sit down. Sit down. Dave, I'm going to send you out of the studio. Paul, Earl. Hey, Coke Logic, you're on Fez.
Hey, boys. Hey, Fez, I think you should look at this like how sick Gail O was, and it's kind of like a release for Paul that he doesn't have to...
all she ever did is talking about wanting to be dead. She'd rather be dead. This is like another place.
I know, but it's like she just mentally and emotionally suffered all through this.
And now she's not suffering.
Right. I know.
Are you identifying with her? Is that what this is about? Do you think that maybe this is the way you're going to go out?
No, I don't think so, because I'm never going to be, on all those painkillers and everything.
You were 2 years ago. And you're saying you shrink on Thursday, right?
Yeah, Thursday. Yeah.
Are you getting put on any drugs?
I'm just going to see what he says.
What do you plan on telling him?
Just, about the anxiety and the depression and stuff. Right. And how it's constant.
All right, Earl. Please. Please.
You know, shrink on Thursday.
Wait. You know what we need?
He's seeing it.
Maybe if he had like fun circus music or something, might help him more.
It might. Not a song about death, Earl.
Jeff, you're on Fez. How are you?
How's it going, buddies?
Yeah.
I think this thing's hitting him so hard. Fez is taking this so badly because he's the next to go. I mean, anyone else is going to be him.
You thinking that way, Fez, or it's just more about her?
It's more about her. I don't know why I got so affected by this.
Yeah.
I mean, we did have our battles over the years, that's for sure, but it just
not one of them was real, though.
Yeah, I know, but it just seems like
it's like fighting with Earl. You're not really fighting with Earl.
Like,
it's just some way to spend the day.
And I can't get Paul's voice out of my head from when he called us on Friday.
Your life's a movie.
And it just how even though they went back and forth, he just loved her. I mean, he really, really loved her. And he didn't want it to be this way for them.
Why don't you get yourself a giant coffee? Just really a giant coffee. Earl? Zara, you're on Fez.
Hey, I don't know why everyone's yelling at Black Earl. I think the music adds some substance to the show, and I think it's good. And Fez, he does need to cry it out, but he'll feel better in the end.
You want to do that, Fez? You want to give yourself one song to talk it over?
I don't know if that'll help. I'm kind of going now, and I don't feel like I can stop.
If this doesn't work, then we'll go to Radar Love. How you feeling, cuz?
I feel really bad for Gail O. God bless her soul. I feel bad that, there was times when she was just so, lost. And towards the end there where she just wanted Paul to come home.
Right.
She just wanted to be with Paul, and she had that rough moment.
All right, let's stop. It's too much for him. I think it's too much for you, Fuzzy. Hey, stop it. Look, she's all right now. Hey, Earl.
Yeah.
Calm him down. He's starting to freak a little bit. Fezzy, calm it down, buddy. Look at me.
I'm fine.
I know, but I don't want you to spin out the other way. I don't want you to get in the other place.
I'm fine.
Funny songs, Earl. Happy with yourself. Give me some silly music in the background. Give me some circus music.
I'm okay. I feel bad. I feel so bad for the place where Paul's at now. And I mean, I know it's where he's supposed to be, grieving.
Yeah.
He's got
a new chick.
But I know that wasn't the way he wanted things to work out. Paul always has these, grandiose, optimistic things in his head.
He is. He's gotten his movie done, and then he's going to finish her biography and get that on Oprah.
It's just pretty crushing.
This is all... You should feel optimistic about it. That's a good thing. Chris, you're on Fez.
Hey, Fezzy, take it easy, buddy. At least now when you go to purgatory in the next year or so, you'll have somebody to keep you company.
See, that doesn't even bother me.
You know what?
I'm not going to worry about that.
About what? Purgatory?
Any of that.
Religion stuff?
I'm just worried. I'm worried about Paulo, and I feel I just feel really sad about Gail.
All right, but here's the thing. You know what might make you feel better? Sometimes it makes me feel better. Play that pretend mafia game with Mafia Life Chris, where you can actually whack people and beat up people and sell drugs. What's the name of his game? Fun Mafia Play.
It's Mafia Life.
He's going to do the Sopranos thing for us.
Mafia Life.
Now, people in Whackbag are not going to believe it. Because Fez has been so over the top today.
He's hurting.
It just catches me. I start thinking about it. It just kind of catches me off guard.
It's not, you're not doing it. Earl plays the sad music. Go on, play the sad music, Earl. Now you feel sad, right?
Totally.
All right, forget that. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Earl, if you're going to play some REM, why don't you put on some Shiny Happy People? Then, that'll pick him up.
Earl, here you go. Fez, how you feeling about Gail?
It's sad.
Are you really sad? Think. Come on, Fez. Are you sad or you thinking what I'm thinking?
What?
Here we go. Hey, Paulo's starting over with his new girlfriend.
It's still hurting me.
And Gail O's having turkey sandwiches with Jesus and Isaac Newton. Hey, Gail, your new friend Luke Eric's here with Abraham Lincoln. Hey, let's take a ride on Secretariat. This is great up here. Ooh, watch out, I almost ran into Jimi Hendrix. Is that Adam and Eve? I'm going to get my picture taken with them. Hey, one thing I noticed about heaven, rarely any black people. This is great. Feel better, Fez?
Not really. It's not working the other way.
Sorry, guys, I had to leave. I'm having spaghetti with John Lennon tonight. And Joan of Arc. You don't feel better, Fez?
No, not really. I don't.
Have a giant cup of coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
Yet, this is heaven. All the coffee's really chocolate milk. No Chinese people up here either. Notice that? Great neighborhood heaven. Frenchie just broke her tits out. No apparent reason.
Well, maybe she was just trying to help.
That is, you're helping, Frenchie. You're making them feel better.
It's not going to help. Shh. Put those back.
Feeling better, Fez?
No, I still feel the same. I don't feel happy or shiny.
Hey, isn't that Rich Jenny? And Fez's grandmother.
Oh.
And Stu Sutcliffe. Hi, George Washington. I call this famous heaven. Here's Matt. Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Was that Lene in that clip with Gail, or was that Fez playing the part of Lene?
That hurts.
That was Lene. That was Lene and Jonah Bobo.
You actually made a little girl cry, Fezzy.
That I'm debating.
Really?
Yeah.
You think it didn't happen?
I think she cried, but I had the feeling it wasn't just hearing Fez and then crying. I think someone was told.
I think Deb's having a rap. We got any raps over there, Earl?
No, we don't.
I know that she's hiding it more and more, so I can't make the announcement, but fucking starving. So you think she was told to cry?
I think she was told about it, and then she started crying. I think if there had been any sort of, I think it was parental intervention that had her so upset and crying.
Hey, Nathan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Fez. I'm sorry, man, but I think you're looking at this from a homosexual relationship point of view, whereas Paulo probably hasn't cried as much as you have.
We don't know how much Paulo's cried. I feel really bad for the guy.
Casey, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, Casey, we're here with your boyfriend, Dave.
I don't think that's
Hi, honey.
Or her. I don't think that's her.
Hi, sweetie. What do you call her again, Boo Boo? What's your nickname for her?
Well, I have Sweetheart, and then I have Doodlebug.
Why Doodlebug?
I don't know.
Sounds like Dung Beetle.
What can we do for you, Casey?
I know what I could look at your Fez. I probably cheered you up, Ronnie. Some pussy noises.
Anything, Fez?
I appreciate it, but no.
Oh, just make our old program director laugh. He always said, do it again and you're out of here. Here's what I think of this place. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, folks. Hi, Fez. Sorry, man, to hear about this, but you know what I think always helps? And, Ronnie, you got to back me up here, buddy. The Mighty Horse.
When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
Actually, that even makes me feel sadder now.
It's a sad time. I guess people are supposed to be sad, I guess.
Not as sad as you. Hey, Matt, you're on Ron and Fez. That's wacky.
Afternoon, boys.
Yeah.
Hey, after knowing Fez for these couple years and knowing how he is, what I really think this comes down to, I think in some weird way, Fez is just used to every Friday when, she getting on the phone and yelling at you guys. And I think maybe in his heart, yes, he feels sad that she's gone, but I think he's just used to her being there, and so it's not going to be a part of the show anymore.
You feel like it's a break that's not going to happen as much? Would you get that sad if I got rid of some of the drops? You feel it the same way? Like if I got rid of a drop?
No, I wouldn't feel the same way. I wouldn't feel this sad.
Would I get like with
Bon Jovi fan since day one?
If I said to you, we're no longer going to be using the Bon Jovi fan since day one, would you be just as sad?
No.
But what if there was like, what about this? Oh, Fez, I got some news for you. We're going to be getting rid of some drops. We're getting rid of
Bon Jovi fan since day one.
It's not going to be with us anymore. I don't think we're going to be using...
It's a TiVo alert. It's a TiVo alert.
Oh, yeah, and Fezzy, we lost...
Face!
Oh. Would this make you feel better? Hey, I got some bad news. I was talking with Paul O, and we lost Gail O. Would that make you feel bad?
It makes me feel bad about Gail O. Not the sheepy horn.
What about this?
And boom goes the dynamite.
No more boom goes the dynamite.
God, this song just kills me.
Sam, you're on Ron and Fez. Whoops, try again. Sam, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Fez, who's the actor who played Jack Tripper on Three's Company?
Radio Shark, please. And I heard you set off a stink bomb the other night, though. The Who, just the word, the Who, the backwards swastika.
It happened again.
I know, it stunk as soon as he got there.
2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I heard it was late. I heard he did it after the place pretty much emptied out.
He did it when you left at this point. But for those of us standing there, it was quite uncomfortable. And when we tried to question him, he just turned out on all of us and said, you guys
Earl,
are the ones who did it.
Please, you're making us sad. I don't want to be sad over a stink bomb. Fez, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna be fine. God, it just every now and then it hits me. It happened this weekend, too. I started thinking about Gail. And just started to, while I was sitting there in church, I was thinking about Gail and started tearing up there.
Do you feel like you should have been nicer to her during her life? I mean, is it like a regret thing?
No, it's not.
Do you feel like you could have stepped in and saved her?
No, I don't think anyone could have helped her. I think maybe that's what makes it so sad. The fact that there was so many times she just seemed beyond help.
She had Paul.
Not always around.
She had Paul and, the guy took off a couple weeks after, 30 years.
But, I mean, he couldn't help her.
Well, don't say that to him. I think he did help her. I think he kept her alive easily for another extra 10, 15 that she didn't have coming to her. Kenny, you're on my Fez.
Hey, Ronnie and Fez, if heaven is as descriptive as Ron just put it, I can't wait to go there myself. You know, Fez, you ought to think of it that way. What a great friend he is.
That's true.
I love it.
You should be happy about that, Fez. You got a great friend like me.
I am happy about that.
Making you give back all your birthday gifts like that $250. You know what? Give it to me and I'll make sure they get it.
It's just the right thing to do.
I bet he doesn't even know where it is. I bet he does not know.
I know.
Glenn, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, Fezzy, my friend, you got to look at the positive, man. I mean, she's in a better place, bro. She's not suffering anymore, and you're internalizing this on yourself, man, and looking at the negative and bringing it into you, man, and that's not how it should be, bro.
Yeah, you are a religious guy, right?
Right, yeah.
Why wouldn't you be happy for her? There he goes, a little tribute. Maybe you should be happy.
Yeah. I mean, I really hope she's at peace right now. I mean, because she's someone who could use some.
Dave, you're on Fez.
Hey, guys. Hey, Fezzy, she's not you, man. You guys both have problems, but, It's just that I think you're internalizing it and giving it the impression that she couldn't get better, therefore you can't get better.
I kind of think there might be some truth to that. I need a water, tell the kids. I hate to wake them up. I know they all sit around smoking pot with Fred. But you know what? Today's a work day. We can't get high with the listeners.
I just know that she, thinking about Gail and all the years that she's called the show, I know that she just had such a rough way through life.
But you never emphasized with her then?
No.
You used to call her crazy and nuts and tell Paul to stab her.
Yeah, I would
wait, that was me.
I would empathize with Paul, because he hasn't had an easy life either.
So is that, there must be some kind of regret that you have about us, busting balls with her.
I don't feel any regret about that, because now
you're acting like she's this sad figure, yet never once did you feel like, hey, we need to do something. And I'm the same way, only I'm not trying today.
I don't know. I don't know. I never thought, we always talked about what's going to happen to Gail O, and trust me, I'm as shocked as anyone that I'm feeling this much about this.
I say this. Gail O's never going to be gone, Fezzy, as long as you're alive. You're the new crazy Gail O. You've picked up the torch, and you're carrying it.
The odd thing is, that still hasn't really sunk in, that there's not going to be another Gail O call. I've heard just calling up and going nuts and screaming at Paul.
Maybe she'll call from heaven. Maybe Belinda Carlisle was right that heaven is a place on earth. Maybe, Fez. JB, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Fezzy, I just wanted to call and tell you that since she boarded her 2 kids, maybe she left you something in the will.
The beauty of it is that she went out owing money. And that's the way you want to leave this planet. Her and Kiddison dashed the same way. Owing cash.
Yeah, she had rung it all up before she left.
That's great. That's a nice way to do it. JT, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, Monkey House? Hey, Fez, you gotta look on the bright side of things, buddy. At least Gail O didn't have any children to leave behind. See you.
That is true.
Yeah. Seems like she wanted them. The way she tells the story, she wanted those kids.
Hey, she would have done a great job with them, right?
Oh, God. Talk about another sad story that would have happened.
She would have raised 2 serial murderers. By the way, Dave gave me this documentary of his buddy named Cheeks, who was raised by 2 psychotic people. Unbelievable. I can't believe this is a friend of his.
Wow.
Just insane. It was only about 20 minutes long, this thing. But it was like a guy who grew up with both parents absolutely crazy.
God, so awful.
The father kept talking about God all the time. And I'm like, why is it crazy when he talks about God but nobody else thinks it's crazy? You know?
All right.
Why don't we say to each other, hey, are you telling these kids about invisible men that punish you if you're not good? It does seem a little nuts, right?
It totally does. Yeah.
Chris, you're on a Fez.
Yeah, Fez, there's still a chance that Gail O might communicate with you. She might come and haunt you down at your apartment with the ghost of Usher.
Haven't seen Gail O as of yet.
Are you
from the afterworld?
About doing a seance?
No, hadn't planned on that. Hadn't planned on feeling this bad about it.
Earl did that with his stupid fucking song. Playing your sad song is what ruined everything, Earl.
It just seemed like the right music at the time, and just seemed to capture the moment. And just really, I didn't want Fez to feel this bad.
Her talking to kids, that felt like the right moment.
Yeah, the her talking to kids was like supposed to be a funny thing.
Right, yeah.
Because that was the day we were cracking up.
There's plenty of where she's begging Paul to come home you could have put this to.
Hey, Robert, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
I think to help ease Fez's mourning, I suggest soundboard Gail O.
You want to go that way, Fez?
No, I don't think that's going to help. I just feel really bad. I feel so bad for her, and I feel bad for Paul. I feel awful for him.
How about me? You feel bad for me?
Yeah, I feel bad for you.
Why? Listen to this.
Because you got me.
I'm only kidding. I'll be like Paul. I'm not going to have you forever. And then I'm going to try to get your book, your biography, on Oprah. I'm just going to start saying all the crazy shit that Paul said to her. I'm going to just start saying to you. Here's Diva. Diva, you're on Fez.
Oh, hey, boys, how are you?
Yeah.
Hey, Fez, I think that part of your problems in total is that you are an empath. You know how you always talk about you see things in color? Well, that's all part of empathy. I think when somebody tells you something sad, it's not like water on a duck's back. You feel what that person feels. And I think
what about this? Mikey D feels terrible that Fez wouldn't take his birthday message and would like to talk to him. Wiki feels terrible that Fez took their private conversations, put it on the air.
But that pales.
Jay Moore and his wife feel like their friendship should not be played back on the air. Where are you emphasizing with these people?
Nothing when you think about death, and he thinks about.
But I'm saying you have the opportunity to empathize before death. None of us empathize with Gail before that. We all told Paulo to get out, make a run for it.
Well,
I don't want to be a hypocrite and act like somehow we're the nicest people in the world.
But, you know, empathizing and being an empath are two different things.
Well, give it to me.
An empath takes things in, and I think that's what Fezzy does.
Well, good. Take one of these things in, then. When he can still do something about it.
Yeah, he is. He's going to see a therapist, right?
But here's my point. If Mikey D got hit by a truck today, and again, I hope so, would you be crying tomorrow with Mikey D and we're playing the song?
Yeah, I probably would, yes.
Now you have the chance. Like Jimmy Stewart. You got a chance to make sure you tell people how you feel.
I just wasn't going to open his email on my birthday. I wasn't going to do it. I mean, last time he left a voicemail for me, it was really nasty. Why should I open that up if there's going to be nasty things in it?
What if he's dead now? Do you wish you would open that up to see what his last words to you were? Do you wish his last memory wasn't that you delete it? Yes or no? If I'm wrong, if you're the type of guy who's like, no, I'm glad I did that, I'll agree with you.
I'm glad I did it at the time.
I mean, now, let's pretend Mikey D's dead. You're never going to see him again. Do you wish you would have opened that up?
Yeah, I wish I would have opened it up. Yes.
Then that's where your head needs to be. If you were going to do this thing, you know, after people die, and feel this bad and act like, why? Like, I'm not trying to be a fucking jackoff, but we had 10 years to say, hey, do we want to help Paul help this woman?
Right.
My advice was run, Paul. And I told him that for years. Now, again, did I end up liking her once we got to talk? Yeah, but I still don't think anybody could have fixed her. I thought Paul did an amazing job.
He stuck with her for so long.
Yeah.
30 years. 31 years, I think.
When she lied to him and said she had cancer, they got him to marry her. And she never did. Did you ever know that story?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. She goes, I only have a little while to live. Marry me. He thought he was being like Love Story. He does. She never had it.
He didn't check or anything? So she had some problems of her own.
That's something I would take someone's word for.
Well, I'd at least say, let's go to the doctor before I got married. I want to see the bone marrow pictures.
At least an x-ray. I mean, I don't think that's too cold.
Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, listen, Fezzy, there's two good things about dying.
What's that?
Want to know what they are?
Yes, what, Mike?
Number one, if somebody dies and you remember them for the rest of your life, they're never dead. And number two, death is a celebration of life. You have to look at it that way, and you might not feel as bad.
Thank you, Mike.
All right?
Yep.
What's wrong? You
What do
don't
you
like what he had
think?
to say?
I just, I've seen Star Trek Wrath of Khan myself.
Okay, well.
So there's no wisdom in that?
I've had friends that died, and if you always remember them, they're never dead, so. I just wish you the best, Fez.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that, buddy.
You really don't,
No
though,
problem.
right?
No, I appreciate that he makes me feel, wishes me the best.
You're being sarcastic. Why can't you, at least own up to what you're doing? Do you appreciate it or not? Just own your feelings is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's, what he said, I've heard it 1,000 times, so I didn't take it in.
So why say, yeah, I appreciate it?
When he said, I just wish the best for you. That's nice that a person does that. But yeah, the advice, I could have gone away without that.
Here's Bill. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm sorry, Fez, but you're going to feel worse when Ohio State beats Florida tonight.
Well, if anything, I will be in shock. I watched both the games the other night. I definitely think Florida's the better team.
Florida has to win.
Earl, where are you on this?
I like Florida. They looked really good.
Fez, you're betting with your heart, too, right?
Yeah, totally going Gators.
By the way, your two teams came in this time.
Yeah.
Even though you picked the two number one seeds, not upset bound. But you know what the difference was?
What's that?
You stopped trying to think. You flowed with the universe.
Yeah.
You stopped your stupid trends and all this crazy, I've looked this over and that's over. You just went and picked by the shirts, and you did it for yourself. You think this is good or bad for college sports, that it's a repeat of the football championship?
Oh, I think that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen it before. I never even heard of it happening before.
No.
And I think that's extremely cool and exciting. And
what do you think, Earl?
I think it's good that you can have teams to kind of stay together for the whole run. This team wanted to come back and play together.
Now, what do you think about the fact that the basketball championship is the same as the football championship? Does that kind of make college sports look a little bad? Like, there are these jock factories now? Because these are two football schools, traditionally. And now in the last several years, they've become basketball schools as well.
I think it's a tribute to the programs. I think that...
What do you think, Fez?
Yeah, I think it's like all of a sudden it's going to be the have and the have-nots. Like these really rich programs like Florida and Ohio State are going to be able to dominate. I mean, it's just, and it's every sport now. I mean, because we had, the tradition was we had football schools, we had basketball schools.
Absolutely.
And that's what I like.
But now they're figuring out we can make money from both things.
Yeah, not that I'm against powerhouses, but you have to powerhouse every single thing?
But I think in a way that makes rivalries even that much better. I mean, if all of a sudden the team that, you used to just be football rivals with, now you're a basketball rival, you're having a real university rivalry.
Yes, but what happened to the smaller schools that used to dominate? What is going to happen to the Temples and the Villanovas and even soon the Georgetowns when they can't compete with the major football schools?
I understand that they're going to get, cut out of the picture a little bit, but, you're still going to have the occasional Cinderella story, and I think that will make those small schools, when they do have that Cinderella story, even more appealing.
But here's the thing. You're not talking about traditional basketball schools. You're not talking about traditional basketball fans. The Florida fans are just on the bandwagon the last couple years.
Right.
Same with the Ohio State fans. This really is more of a story about these factories, these jock factories now, being able to go out and dominate everything that they want to.
I mean, you used to, I'm just using Florida as an example. Florida always killed Kentucky in football, and vice versa in basketball. Now Kentucky's just a shit university?
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, it always seemed weird to me that a school can be so good at one sport and so shitty at another. And I kind of like when the rest of the athletic programs are, they're all up to one level.
So none of us are picking Ohio. Nobody thinks Ohio can win this.
I don't think so.
No. I definitely don't want Ohio State.
You haven't won them since they got into this thing. You were the first one to bring them up, and then from 32 on, you were saying they're out this week.
Yeah.
They're out this week. And they dominated that game the other night.
Right, but
that wasn't even close.
I think there were some... I mean, the score was tied with 9 minutes to go.
And then it blew open.
Yeah, but...
I mean, it did not come down to the end.
Right.
And but again, I got to agree with you. I think Florida... And I keep waiting for Florida to just be exhausted and bent. And I thought they were the other night. I thought Noah looked really tired and sloppier than I saw him play. And they still went out and dominated.
Yeah, the first 10 minutes was garbage. That whole game. It was like 6-4 after 9 minutes.
John, you're on Ron and Fez.
How you doing, guys?
Yeah.
Cheer up, Fez. As far as the basketball goes, you're not going to see a change with the football factories all of a sudden becoming just key basketball schools. If that were the case, then Billy Donovan wouldn't sort of be going to Kentucky.
He hasn't announced that, but if I was him, I'd think twice, because there's a lot of people who've washed out in Kentucky. It's not an easy place to coach, since that disappointment rate. I mean, he was able to build things up in Florida with nobody even watching him. You know, He was able to really get in there and take a couple years to build that program.
But still, it's like a second-class citizenship. I mean, if you're in Florida basketball, Florida football just destroys it. And Kentucky, you got
I don't remember Gators ever winning back-to-back championships.
No, but I mean, I just think that that culture is so much more into football. And, you got the Ashley Judd girl in Kentucky and all that.
Enough with Ashley Judd. This fucking show doesn't go a week without you bringing up Ashley Judd's name. I've had it, Dave.
Really?
I can't have you constantly talking about Ashley Judd. It's too much. It's really way too much. Hey, John, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, I want to know how come for the last hour we had to listen to Fez cry when Paulo's wife, Gail, died. How come it's always about you, Fez, huh?
Yeah, we have talked about that before, Fez. That a lot of times you do turn problems into yourself.
Well, I mean, it was just me kind of got caught up in the Gail O moment here of her passing away, of her being dead. Yeah, I just felt bad about it. I didn't, mean to, my intention was not to talk about any of my problems at all. I just feel bad for Gail O and Paulo.
And yourself.
Well, that goes without saying.
Then why don't you go without saying it? It'd be great. Just one day. You go without talking about yourself. I would love it. I'm tired of hearing about Fez and Ashley Judd. Those are two fucking people. I don't care how they're doing.
I promise. For the rest of Lent.
I bet you won't.
No
I
more
bet
Ashley
you'll
Judd.
bring up fucking Ashley Judd.
No.
Yeah.
For the rest of Lent.
Scott, you're on Fez.
What's up, buddies?
Yeah.
Fez and the immortal words of Robin Williams from Good Will Hunting, it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
I know.
Here's Jim. Jim, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddies, how are you?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, Jim.
I'm sorry. Hey, Ohio State, it's kind of a miracle that they can even compete anymore with all the warm climate schools. Seems like all these major athletes are going to USC, Florida. They've been winning all the championships lately. It's kind of a rarity.
Basically, and I want to put this properly, but big pussy schools have always done very well. When you got a lot of major league pussy around you, those guys would want to sign there. So when you run these guys down in Miami, you take them out to fucking South Beach, you introduce them to the chicks they're going to be banging for the next 4 years, you cannot realize what that must mean to an 18, 19-year-old boy. Of course you'd rather fucking sign there than in Michigan. You'd feel out of your mind to turn it around. Now, some of the cold weather schools do well with pussy. Colorado will wheel the pussy out.
Really?
Yeah. Nebraska, big gay school. Most of the guys that play there are the largest gays.
Oh, wow.
Living in America today.
I didn't know that fact either.
You don't... Oh, that's right. You don't even read Sports Illustrated. I got to get you something. But that's how they're able to do it. They'll pull it in. Kentucky even uses that movie star. What the hell's her name?
Oh, I'm Ashley Judd. And
Cowbell.
Hey,
That's how quick you broke your leg.
Right.
That's how quick you broke your leg.
You only had to make it the rest of this week.
What bothered you there? The cowbell?
Yeah.
This weekend is Easter?
Yeah, Easter's this weekend.
Are we taking off Friday, Earl?
There was not on the schedule to, but if you want to, we can.
Friday.
We always have.
What do you do?
What's he yelling about?
I told him to ask you last week about this, and obviously he didn't. He forgot all about it. I said,
About
Earl.
Good Friday?
Yes. I apologize for barging in like that.
No, you can barge in all you want. What's going on with you, the Pal Talk girls? They want you to get rid of your girlfriend?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you the truth, I like your girlfriend.
Thank you very much.
So do I.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Fucking troublemaker, Dave.
Alright, so you're saying you told Earl to bring up Good Friday with us.
Yes, last Wednesday. And Dave is my witness on that.
Well, because I brought it up to Earl, too.
And Earl, why do you say slip your mind? Are you afraid to ask for days off for us?
No, I'm not.
Don't we get these days off as part of our contract?
I thought so. I have to look, but yeah, I believe yes.
Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I took your advice earlier, Ronnie, and I was listening closely to what Fez and how he treats his listeners. I mean, guys are calling in to try to give him advice on how to cheer up, and he's giving them nothing but attitude. Like, oh, I didn't even know that. We're trying to help.
That's good. I forgot. I did bring that up the other day when everybody was saying how he's the sweet one. He's every bit as cruel as me, except for he just, he cries and needs help. But you're every bit as mean as I am, Fez. And I'm putting that on your tombstone.
What?
He's as mean as Bennington. And then I'll just have a fucking snakehead.
I remember some people say he might be meaner. I remember Fez is the only one who's ever made me, tear up. No,
when did he make you tear up?
I mean, but before I was working here as a listener of the show, I went to Carrabba's. We were all hanging out in the basement, and there was a big table, and Fez was at the head of it. And I come in, started singing a song. I thought I'd cheer him up, or not. I thought I'd just have a happy entrance. I was happy,
right?
For fuck's sake, can't a guy be happy? And Fez says, "Okay, everyone, quiet down now. It's Dave time. Go ahead, Dave. You can be the center of attention. You be the center of attention. We'll all just shut up."
Then your friend die?
And my friend had, and then the next day my friend died, and I wrote an email, pissed off about that. So
and so did that lizard face fucking bitch of yours, fucking backed you up 100%.
Wow.
She came after us.
Well, the lizard is wow. But yeah, she did send something in, so that was extremely hurtful.
And don't act like you had just come into the room. It had been a night of you coming up and doing crazy dances.
No, I'm telling you, I swear to God, this is before I had a drop of liquor in me.
No way.
It was, and it really hurt because Ron's never done anything like that. I mean, he sometimes is rough around the edges, but
is that right, fuckball?
Sorry.
That's some roughness there.
You are more the one to make them cry, and I'm the one to make them run. You know what? That's the thing. I think they're already they're fucking bracing themselves with me, and yet they all think Fez is nice, so they're always shocked.
Yeah, it hurts more when it comes from Fez.
He's every bit as mean as me, though.
Yes.
I'm not saying meaner. I'm saying every bit as.
Yes.
What I need to do is squeeze out a fucking couple of those fucking tears every once in a while for everybody like me.
Yeah.
Ryan, you're on Fez. Wait, I'm going to. Hold on. Anything?
That's not it.
Look, though.
Now you're just poking yourself in the eye.
Is there anything coming out of it?
No.
Where does it come from? The top of the eye or the bottom?
No.
How do you get water out of there?
I think it's like the inside.
You gotta just squeeze next to your...
No, you don't squeeze your head like that.
Give me that sad song.
Gosh.
Let me think to myself. Nothing yet. Gail is dead. Paulo's all alone. Never gonna see the woman he loves again.
No, you're not.
Nothing.
There's nothing there.
I can't get it going. Hold on. Let me just think about Paul at the funeral, standing over the grave.
I don't need to think about that.
Nothing.
All you have to do is listen to this song.
I think I'm starting. Hey, Ryan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I want to ask Fez what his favorite birthday gift was.
What was it, Fez? What was the all-time best birthday gift?
My new pajamas.
I got them nut pajamas. It was a joke. Wouldn't even fall for it. After mine, obviously you're going to like them best.
Oh, they're all... I mean, the quilt was unbelievable. That was an insane amount of work and nice thought. I love that.
I can talk to my chick, too, to take it to... see if we can get those stains out of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, if it needs to be cleaned, we'll get it cleaned.
Tony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron, I was just making sure you're okay, but you were crying there.
Yeah, I was crying a little bit, thinking about all the sensitivity in the world. You know, I was thinking about Africa, and I think there's even dead Chinese baby. Dead Chinese babies.
It's not crying.
Kinda is, a little bit.
No.
Tony, you caught me crying. I'm sending you in the big-ass prize closet. Go help yourself, my friend. Here's Will. Will, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I was just wondering if Fez was all broken up because Gail O was the only woman you ever really, truly loved. See ya.
Do you think that you're in love with her?
No, I'm pretty sure I'm not in love with Gail O. And never was. That I can be definite about.
How do you know?
I know. I would know these things.
Have you ever been in love in your life, Fez?
Yeah, I think I've been in love.
Really?
Yeah.
Did that person know it?
Yeah, I think that person knew.
Is it Flipper?
No.
Rory?
No. No.
Is it someone I know?
Yeah, I think you know, yeah.
Huh, no idea.
Yeah, I believe so.
You think I know him?
Yeah.
But not sure that I know.
Yeah, I'm not real sure. I'm pretty sure.
Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing there, Ronnie? How you doing, Fez?
Doing okay.
Okay, but I really think you guys are missing the point here. I mean, I understand Fez has got his problems and, you know, Gail's husband, Paul. But the one that really should be upset here, and that it's broken me up over, is no one's paying, you know, giving any sympathy at all to Oprah. I mean, she's been Gail's best friend for years and years, and, I mean, I think this is terrible that no one's even paying her. We should be sending sympathy cards to Oprah.
It's a different Gail. Johnny, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies, how you doing today?
Yeah.
I forgot what the fuck I was going to say.
Gotta be mean to this caller.
What an ass.
Scotty, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies. I was just wanting to know if Fezzy watched WrestleMania last night.
Yeah, I checked out WrestleMania 23. Not real impressed. Not a lot of swerves or surprises or running. Pretty much everything you thought was going to happen happened. So I wasn't real thrilled with it. And I don't know why that John Cena keeps getting to be champion.
Well, he's the best.
He is the worst, and the crowd knows it, and they boo him, and not even out of fun.
You gotta give him respect. He finds a way of winning.
Ladies love him.
Yeah.
He's the face.
Rough side, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, just think about all the money you're paying Earl missing out on. That'll get you crying.
Earl, are you thinking about stepping down after last night's Friday night's party?
No, I have no intention of stepping down.
Even though you did not act like a party host.
Yeah, I admit I wasn't the quintessential host.
And then you even tried to steal my caca experience by acting like it happened to you. Like the exact same thing I talked about. And Dave has brought this up. When I have a conversation later, that becomes Earl's opinion.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't just your my caca. Then he said he met Pixie. He didn't think of Pixie until you brought up
I did meet Pixie. All the people, I met these people.
Ron was trying to ask you, name a new person you met that has not yet.
She even said, Earl, you don't remember me the last time I came in the studio? You're like, what?
No, she said, yeah, when she said it was 6 years ago when she was 18.
Yeah, remember? Where were we?
I mean, you were at NEW, but I'm like...
Remember what you said to her that night?
Absolutely not.
I like to rub your ass on some toast.
Earl, I didn't say that.
You said that same thing when I met you in 2002.
True. You say that to everyone.
I mean, I don't know what kind of stock line it is.
And then you just go like this. All right, everyone be quiet. Let's all watch Dave. Let's watch Dave show off.
Yeah. That puts a lot of pressure on me.
Yeah, you're double fisting drinks at the bar.
Scam, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Ronnie, a little Van Morrison for the end of the show will cheer you right up.
And the domestic for Gail.
Aw.
Because, Fezzy, when that foghorn whistle blows, you know I'll be coming home. And we're all going back, brother. That's why I don't know why you're crying.
That's all. That's sad.
Why is that sad? You're going back to where you came. You're going home. Listen to these lyrics.
We were born before the wind, also younger than the sun. Yeah, the bonnie boat was one as we sail into the mystic. I can now hear the sailors cry, smell the sea and feel the sky. Let your soul and spirit fly into the mystic. And where that foghorn blows, I will be coming home. Yeah, when the foghorn blows, I wanna hear it. I don't have to fear it, and I wanna rock your gypsy soul, just like way back in the days of old. And magnificently we will fold into the mystic. That foghorn blows, you know I will be coming home. And when that foghorn whistle blows, I gotta hear it. I don't have to fear it, and I wanna rock your gypsy soul, just like way back in the days of old. Together we will fold into the mystic. Come on, girl.
There's the whole thing right there, Fez. You don't have to know anything else but outside of that. Hey, John, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, I got to say, the real tragedy here is that the medical community of Florida is really going to be taking a hit now that she's not pumping the system full of insurance money.
You know, I can't believe she wasn't whacked by an insurance guy leading up to this.
Well,
at some point, they had to say to themselves, this
might be a little early to say that, Ron. The jury's still out on this.
Thank you. Will, you're on Ron and Fez. Go ahead, Will. What do you got?
Hey, Fezzy, in the words of Nicholson from The Departed, we're all on our way out. Act accordingly.
Wise words indeed, Fez.
Thank you, Will.
Barney, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, is it Fezzy Loves Ron?
Is that it?
Is it? Come on.
What's that?
Oh. Am I the love of your life, Fez?
Oh, you never know.
If I am, seriously, It's going to change everything. I'm going to start acting so much sweeter.
Then you definitely should get that gift certificate.
Would that be the weirdest thing if all these years it was unrequited love and I was just too fucking stupid to know?
Possible.
Cough if it is, Fez.
Of course I love you.
No, but I mean in a bad way.
How could it be bad?
Ass stuff.
Oh.
At least, no, if anything. Well, we really do got to wrap this one up and then do a really slow walkover.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about going out for a $250 lunch today.
Well, you deserve it. You're the love of someone's eyes.
I don't think I have the certificates on me.
Anything we find, we'll keep. Oh, Dr. Steve sent me some Scientific American. The Mysteries of Mathematics.
Wow.
And, Cosmos Before There Was Light.
Very cool.
What was there before? I love it. Stuff about string theory, parallel universes, relativity, the first stars. This is why I don't fear death, Fez.
Yeah?
Because this is all bigger. This is all much more complex. Hey, that's it for us, guys. See you tomorrow.
That's the end of my show. Donk.
Fez Watley, The Ron and Fez Show.
XM 202.